for generations.
What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey,
It's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it.
what keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Oh, look at me. I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, week, your month, even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, so there for
The whole system is designed to disconnect you from your intuition. Why? Disconnected people are easy to manipulate. Everything from sunscreen to politics to the food industry. It's all designed to disconnect and manipulate you. We are in the middle of a war right now, but it's not a traditional war. It's a war on consciousness. It's a war on freedom. This is the time to listen, not to the news. No, your intuition, your gut, your heart. Love is the greatest weapon against darkness. How do you love more? You begin by loving yourself. How do you love yourself? You listen to the messages your body is telling you.
Nobody is coming to save you. Get up. Be your own hero.
Slaves used to work all day, every day, with no pay. But they got free food, water, and shelter. Today, we work all day, nearly every day, and we get paid. But the money we make, we spend on food, water, and shelter. We're still slaves. The only thing that has changed is the illusion of freedom.
I just know we found something so wild from the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground, the sanctuary.
I'm scared, Dad.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no sweater.
I am struggling extremely with mental health issues, and I am trying to do that whilst being FTFE. And unfortunately, talking to flat earthers is quite painful.
All right, thank you, Craig.
Law. Nowhere in nature or in a controlled environment can we ever produce a volume outside of containment.
What's that?
Has gas been seen or
what's that, brother?
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
Now let me see you drop it to the floor, drop it to the floor then. Now lean then.
Esta es una historia triste la que le voy a contar. Una historia triste la que le voy a contar. No tiene doble sentido, no vayan a mal pensar. No tiene doble sentido.
Chicken banana, chicken banana, chicken banana, banana, banana.
I remember when I lost my mind.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind, coming to you live from the heart of dystopia this evening. We've got President Tent Peg is going to be giving his state of the what the fuck address tonight. Should be pretty interesting. We'll see if we can find highlights of it. We're not going to watch the whole thing. I just want to see what his reaction to the boycott, as well as the survivors that are going to be in the audience as guests of various senators and representatives. That should be rather interesting. But yeah, there's a guy, he's doing a thing now about how this is supposed to go down. And I think he's pretty much got it nailed in there. I like it.
So a White House staffer today says that Donald Trump will be addressing the Epstein survivors in the crowd at the State of the Union address today. And the way he is going to address them is to basically say that he has been completely exonerated of any wrongdoing, and to say that nobody has done more to protect them than he has. The gaslighting with this orange motherfucker is real. For those of you that don't know, I will be live streaming the State of the Union right here on Political Thorn Network. Starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope to see everybody there.
Now, from what I understand, there's going to be some people there filming him with a FLIR camera, with a infrared camera, so that when he shits himself, they'll be able to see it on thermal cam. We're a classy crowd here in America. I'll tell you what, we're a classy crowd. Everybody tune in to see the President of the United States on infrared shit his pants. That's what we're after. That Mike has to smell like hell. But that guy that was talking? I don't know. But you know, this guy does shit. And it's almost like how, you know, how Fred Flintstone, he'll go to fuck somebody or fix their wagon or whatever, and it comes back and works against him. That's what I see this guy doing. Now, let's not forget, we just got done threatening. Well, let me let this guy tell you. It's fuck over Greenland. Now they need their help, see?
America has just been incredibly embarrassed, and they've had to ask Denmark for help, the same country that they were threatening war with to try and get Greenland. In fact, it gets worse. Last night, Denmark announced that they had to airlift an American sailor off a submarine who was critically injured and then had to be taken to a hospital in Greenland. Denmark said, quote, "A crew member from an American submarine required urgent medical treatment and was airlifted within Greenland's territorial waters." And that's quite a big deal. This was an American submarine which was in inside of Greenland's territorial waters. And even though we don't know how, an American crew member somehow got injured whilst he was on board that submarine and urgently needed treatment in a hospital. And so the submarine quickly had to come to the surface, and America had to ask Greenland for help. And so Denmark sent a helicopter to airlift him to a hospital in Greenland. We have to remember that only a few months ago, the US was threatening to invade Greenland and conquer it and kick the Danish out. And even though Denmark would have been well within their right to say no to the US, we're not going to help you move your American service member who's injured because you threatened us with war, they ignored that and they still sent a helicopter to rescue him. And so Denmark has been really quite nice here, and they've put their differences aside to help this American service member on board a submarine who needed help. We don't know the condition of this American crew member who was on board the submarine. We don't know what happened to him. We don't know what's happening to him currently or how he is. All we know is what Denmark did to help him. But this is still quite a big deal, and it shows that maybe the US and Denmark behind the scenes are getting on more than we think. But you can leave me a follow for some more global news like this.
Hey, we just got done threatening you with an invasion and shit, but we're gonna need your help here because yeah, reasons. This is the crew that's assembling so far here in the Capitol building. I guess this is in the rotunda right here. These are all the assholes that are attending this thing. Let me hit the live so we're right up to. Oh, here we go. They're all milling around and playing grab ass, whatever the fuck it is they do. Anyway, when that gets started, we'll check it out for a few minutes. But what I was at, this is pretty good.
As we prepare to attend the State of the Union, survivors and this country have so many questions that need to be answered. The first one is, where are the rest of the files? The truth must come out. Why are there no investigations when there are plenty of people in these files to investigate? Have we read them? Why is the FBI director out there partying like a college kid when he should be investigating the vast criminal enterprise? How can anybody feel safe in this country when our president's sympathies are going to the former Prince Andrew and not to survivors? Release the damn files.
She gonna be there. Yeah, he's going to sit there and say how he's been exonerated and everything else. Bullshit. I don't know how he can sit there with a straight face and actually look at the camera and say that fucking shit. You know, oh, I've been exonerated. Is that what your yes men around you told you? Maybe you ought to dive in here and take a look. And why are they still actively removing files? What's up? We've only got 2%. You realize that, right? 2% of everything. 2% of everything. It's like terabytes worth. We haven't seen shit. What is that? Oh, that's the, okay. I was like, what is that? I hear a crowd. And it's because I got that fucking State of the Union open over here. Feel like I'm in a bus terminal.
Well, fart in my face and call it anti-Semitism. Did you hear the news or wham?
You talked about this email between John Brockman and Jeffrey Epstein where they talk about a dozen one-year-olds being at a party, a big event. Oh, by the way, happy Hanukkah. It's time to bust the guillotines out, but also not what I'm referring to. Talk about how the Epstein files confirm like neuro weapons, like fucking with your mind and causing hallucinations by sending frequencies and radio waves at you. Horrific, but also no. You're talking about how 3.8 million files have gone missing mysteriously from the UFO vault ever since Trump said he's going to release alien stuff. Negatory. New research suggests that microplastics existed hundreds of years before humans created plastic. Oh, so they've been lying to us about our history? Shocker. Also, no, Ryan Cooglin's bringing back the X-Files.
I mean, that's dope. It'd be a lot cooler if we just called it the Epstein files instead and just did that. But the truth is out there. I want to believe.
Oh.
Gentlewoman from Indiana, Mrs. Houchin. The gentleman from Oklahoma, Mr. Hearn. The gentleman from New York, Mr. Jeffries. The gentleman from California, Mr. Aguilar. The gentleman from
Ain't none of these motherfuckers gentlemen. Let's get real.
A woman from Michigan, Mrs. Dingle.
The President of the Senate, at the direction of that body, appoints the following senators as members of the Committee on the part of the Senate to escort the President of the United States into the House chamber. The Senator from South Dakota, Mr. Thune. The Senator from Wyoming, Mr. Barrasso. The Senator from Arkansas, Mr. Cotton. The Senator from West Virginia, Mrs. Capito. The Senator from Oklahoma, Mr. Langford. The Senator from South Carolina, Mr. Scott. The Senator from New York, Mr. Schumer. The Senator from Illinois, Mr. Durbin. And the
Well, that's rather boring.
Ms. Klobuchar.
Who's calling out who's buying drinks tonight?
Exit the chamber through the lobby doors.
Now they're waiting on him. He's going to come in there any second. A little band will start playing his little song and shit. They're all standing there. He got lost on his way. You don't know where the fuck he is. Mr. Tahiti, no, not that I am aware of. They have been shot while giving a speech, though. Who was that? See, there was one of them was in a train station. The other one, he was giving a speech. Or just got done giving a speech. He must have cut it to silent until it. Oh, because these are professional murmurers, you see. Don already shit his pants. Yeah, Melania's got him thrown up on the changing table right now, wiping him. Shit while giving a speech. Yes, he just very well may, Ole. He just very well. From what I understand, they're going to be covering it with a infrared camera. Obviously not on this feed. Look at all the sick fucking people in this chat. This guy keeps spamming Trump. These are some sick fucking people. They really are. The clown, that's more appropriate. But I don't know, man. That thing goes by so damn fast. Now look at them. Okay, they're getting into position. See, these guys down here. He is really a short little fucking guy, isn't he? What are you saying? Gotta rescue them britches. Bill Cooper died precisely when he was getting close to the yeah. Yep. That's for sure. These people are just fucking going out of their minds. There's somebody with a bunch of crowns. They're like it. What's that saying? Let's see what it says. Hold on. Why won't my mouse work on this? Oh, I can't. There's so much fucking shit you can't even scroll. Oh wait, there we go.
Justices of the Supreme Court.
Oh, here comes SCOTUS. The upper tier of the rest home here. See, and that's something else that's bullshit too. See, because you know what's going on with that is these fucking guys aren't even supposed to be political at all. They're not supposed to be loyal to a party at all. They're supposed to be loyal to the Constitution and interpret the law in the Constitution. That's all, not this fucking bullshit that they do now. That's why if calling all these fucking pedos out is going to destroy the government, well, okay, I'm down for that. Let's go. Let's get it. What are we waiting for? You want to alphabetize it? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Mojo in here. I didn't see. There's Mojo. And Sea Lightning 300. We got David Koresh in here tonight. See, this fucking guy can't even be on time for his own thing. Oh, it's got 5 minutes before it even starts. So we should be able to hear something from him. Let me go back over here to this and see what I've got. I wish I could share 2 tabs at once. That would be cool. They won't let me. Anyway, let me pull this back. He's got 5 minutes. We can watch this real quick. And I don't believe Donnie is very punctual. I think he's just one of those, he's just like the rest of these rich assholes that they think, oh, everybody's going to wait on my ass all the time.
Do you remember in my previous videos when I said that the 3.5 of the 6 million documents that the public had received regarding the Epstein files is probably not all of it? That's just what we know they have. It's only 2%. It's only 2% of what they have. You can thank the UK for doing the heavy lifting because they were able to view internal emails between federal investigators where they were anticipating processing between 20 to 40 terabytes of data that was seized from Epstein's properties. In 2020, investigators estimated that it was at around 50 terabytes. And in 2025, officials wrote that it's approximately 14.6 terabytes of archived data. The 3.5 million documents that we have received, the public, is only 300 gigabytes, or 2%. I need you to understand how big 1 terabyte is, let alone 14.6, let alone 50 terabytes. If we put this into the context of PDFs, right, like the ones that we have for the current Epstein files, 1 PDF may have 50 pages in it, may have 1 page, depending on the file sizes, of course, but we are looking at upwards of millions of PDF files in 1 terabyte. If we put this into the context of video footage, 720p, let's be generous and say it was 720p, 300 to 400 hours in 1 terabyte. And now if we take into context their hidden cameras where the quality is lower than 720p, it's 360 or it's something in between. We're looking at thousands of hours of footage in 1 terabyte. Ignoring Pam Bondi's recent hearing, because I've never seen someone look more guilty in my life, her coming out and saying, we've released them all, we're not releasing any more of the Epstein files, after identifying to the public that there's 6 million and they've only done 3.5 million. And now we find out that that's only 2%.
That's maddening. That's maddening. That's totally maddening. Well, hang on, let me get back over here. Got the Nephilim has entered the room. Look at there, there's his little family.
Mr. Speaker, the President's Cabinet.
They gotta announce every fucking person that comes in there? I don't get it. D-Man.
What's going on, brother?
Oh, we're getting ready to watch the Fat Orange Monster give a speech here.
Ooh, are we all saved?
Yeah, it would say 100%. 100%.
Good to see you, man. Sorry, I was a little bit late. My back's kind of been screwy. How's yours?
Oh, mine's actually good today. It's actually good today.
Mine's a little iffy, but better.
We're about done with that trailer that we've been working on. Thank God. It's like, all right, let's walk away from this fucker before something else goes wrong. God damn. I had to move another floor plank today, man, which sucks because it's already been caulked and painted, you know, around the trim and the shoe mold. So I had to take this really thin little pry bar, get behind the shoe mold, and then I had to get something in there so I could grab a hold of the back side of the plank so I could pry it up. So I got it in there just right with the straight edge, got it in there just right, and then I stuck a screwdriver behind it so I had some leverage and it went slid back over. I'm like, Yes. Got that one. It really shouldn't have been that short, but he's a little tight, you know, so.
Yeah. Yeah, you're doing the best you can with it.
Yeah, it's like he's trying to not spend a bunch of money. So if, you know, okay, well, you know, that little quarter inch ain't going to matter. And I'm like, yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, it will.
We got nailed with snow. How much snow did you guys get?
We didn't get nothing.
I
mean, we had some flurries, but they didn't stick.
Yeah.
I thought it would stick, but it didn't. We didn't get nothing at all today.
Flurry.
What the hell is the temperature? My thing moved on me. All my shit that used to be down here at the bottom of the screen is now up at the top of the screen, and I don't know why.
They might have updated something, maybe changed something.
Just leave it the fuck alone. That's what I say.
Yeah, down southern Massachusetts where I grew up, they got 3 feet of snow. There's like 2 million people with no power in southern Massachusetts. And we got like 6-8 inches, but it was like sand. It was almost like snow dust. So it wasn't bad. But my back was real iffy up until like yesterday. It's surprising today. My back feels pretty good.
There was old Pete Hegseth walking in there. Do you believe he benched 350 pounds?
Bullshit.
Yeah, I don't think those were real weights.
Bullshit. They're made out of styrofoam.
Something. The physics don't work out. No way a man of his stature is picking that up. Sorry. I don't know. He might have bumped a few rails before he.
I think the most I ever picked up was like 202 1/4, and that was when I was young and, you know, young and strong and crazy.
Yeah. I never worried about it. I didn't want him lifted that fucking bad.
My friend was like, bullshit, you won't lift 200. And I was like, yeah. Then I went on the bench press and did 200-pound bench press. And he was like, wow. I said, I work every day outside with my, you know, I'm doing this stuff all the time. Not 200 pounds, but I was in good shape. And I'm like, anybody could lift 200 pounds. If you're 250 pounds, you should be able to lift your weight.
I bet you that fucking room smells like a cross between mothballs and fucking
Bengay.
brute.
No high karate in that place.
No, it's maybe a little high karate. At least 40% of these guys are wearing cologne that came out of a glass car.
Yeah.
I'll guarantee it. Watching Christy Nome over here greet people and shit. She's real careful to not
Leatherface
fuck up her. Yeah, he's got that Bondo job going on there. It looks like she puts her makeup on with a spackling knife, you know.
They were saying yesterday that a bunch of the Democrats ain't going to show up, and I was like, oh, great, they're doing a great job.
Well, I saw a thing today on Twitter. It says the Democrats are going to be filming the president, but they're going to be doing it with a FLIR.
Yeah.
So they can see when he shits himself.
Somebody said Bengay and Summer's Eve. I think a lot of those broads are way past that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Their meat curtains are chafing like dried roast beef. There's that Forrest Whitaker there, isn't it? Over here to the right.
Right.
No? Oh. All right, y'all, sit your asses down. Need to do like President Camacho, start shooting off an M16 in the field.
All right, let me quiz you. What do you think is gonna be said? Is it gonna be just a friggin' pep talk?
Yeah.
Or is it gonna be?
Yeah, he's gonna. Well, it's gonna be very self-congratulatory.
I'm doing a great job, and we're doing
better
than ever.
And he should have got the Peace Prize.
Yeah,
that'll be in there, and that he should have got the Peace Prize.
He's gonna start talking about Mexico, I'm sure, and Cuba and Canada.
Yeah, how only America can save him. Yeah, let's see what else is he gonna. He's gonna be very, very self-congratulatory on everything. I wonder what he's gonna say about Iran.
I'm sure it's gonna be a whole lot of saber rattling. I'm sure Israel will be brought up multiple times.
Oh God, yes. I'm surprised they just didn't have Bibi give the fucking speech. You know.
Well, he practically is anyway. Don't know how. I don't know how those people got that kind of influence, but well, what am I saying? The money. There you go.
Oh, look here, they're moving cameras up.
G-Wag said his big beautiful war.
Yeah, you know, this is the thing, because Iran says if you attack us, we're going to release the tapes of you with kids. And Israel says if you don't attack, we're going to release the tape with you with kids.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
Boo.
Ooh.
Get your MAGA hats on, True Few.
Oh, yeah.
I seen a cocksucker with one on today at Menards.
A mask?
No, a fucking Trump hat.
Oh, a Trump hat. Yeah, they ain't worried about masks, though, are they? Not anymore. Everything's safe.
We're still alive. We're still breathing.
I'd be embarrassed to be wearing a Trump anything.
What is that in the back of her hair? See it? See, it's like looks like a cord. See it?
I don't know. What's
See
that?
the white streak?
Yeah, yeah.
Looks like a wire or a cord or something. It must be like a pull cord. And can fucking shut her off. She's talking too quick. Pull the cord.
That's her handle.
Yeah.
Look at this guy standing there like, nobody likes me. Nobody wants to talk to me.
I saw you doing a great job killing all those people in the Middle East. Oh, keep on going.
Yeah, yeah. They're all just, oh, I love Israel. Oh, I love Israel too. Let me hold your dick.
You're not supposed to touch a president. Get out of the, don't touch him.
Is that Monica Lewinsky? No.
A red dress. You know what they say. Oh, shit. Oh,
Half of these fucking guys look like corpses anyway. Oh, there's Schultz. Wasserman Schultz. You got her Filipino bad boy.
She's a real looker.
Hey,
harsh.
The only way to stop the end of times is for all Americans to go home.
Yeah, no shit.
Okay. Well, you want to send me a ticket? I'll take. I can move in with you, Tony. I'll mow your lawn.
That was awesome.
So what's the chances he's got a muffin in his drawers right now?
Ooh, he's baking he's got one in the easy bake.
That's what he told those Navy guys. If I got to sit in my shit, you're going to sit in yours too.
Super Sidewinder said, now I got to wash out my eye.
You get pink eye just from watching this fucking guy.
You don't want to get them eye aids.
Look at there's some old general they dug up. See, and this is the thing. They won't advise him to not go to war because he's only picked loyalists, right? And all the old Joint Chiefs, he got rid of them.
Yep.
This guy's a snake and a half, man.
You see all that shit going on in Mexico?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Good times. He's clapping about it. He didn't fucking do anything.
Do the dance. Stop playing the music. Dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun.
play that music so you start jacking off the giraffes. There's his daughter. He's like, boy, would I like to get up in that.
Oh, OA said a cabinet of yes men. Exactly.
Yes. Each of them, it's like a million, like 50 little suck-ups all trying to vie for his attention. Right now, Lindsay's got the brownest nose.
Yeah, well, they'll use this video in the future. And
my fellow pedophiles.
all right,
Where's
that's
the
enough
kids?
thought.
Somebody told me there'd be kids here.
No pizza and hot dogs at that meeting. Tinder and Grinder is going to go off the scale after this.
Oh,
That many. Wait a minute. Pull Pete sent up. Hold on. Let me get it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They pulled off the gay bar.
They put it back though. They
Oh,
put
they
it
did?
back. Yeah.
Hold
Let's
on,
see what
let's
the
check it
pizza
out.
index says. We got Pentagon Pizza Index. Let's see. DOCON 4.
Yeah, it says the status is nothing ever happens. It says that it's in the green, 18.
Members of Congress, I have the high privilege and distinct honor of presenting to you the President of the United States.
They already did that.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Gay bar. Whoa, yeah. Freddy's Beach Bar is busier than usual, and the little gay pub is quiet, though. But Freddy's Beach Bar is it's way crazy. The bar is all the way up as high as it can go.
Well, thank you very much, everybody.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
really
44.
an honor.
Busy.
Speaker Johnson, Vice President Vance, First Lady of the United States.
Yeah, at 6 p.m., the whole place, it says it's much busier than usual.
Second Lady of the United States.
I just put in on that chat, I just put in Sasha Riley.
Barron's tall as hell.
Members of Congress and my fellow Americans.
Growth hormones.
Our nation is back, bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before.
That means we're going to go broke.
I put, are there any hot 13-year-olds there, Donnie?
Less than 5 months from now, our country will celebrate an epic milestone in American history, the 250th anniversary of our glorious American independence. This July 4th, we will
They made a
mark
bigger deal
2.5
at 200.
centuries of liberty and triumph, progress and freedom in the most incredible and exceptional nation ever to exist on the face of the earth. And you've seen nothing yet. We're going to do better and better and better. This is the golden age of America.
Yeah, he's got 2 wives. As soon as his wife hit 26, he traded her in on 2 13-year-olds.
When I last spoke in this chamber 12 months ago, I had just inherited a nation in crisis with a stagnant economy, inflation at record levels, a wide open border, horrendous recruitment for military and police, rampant crime at home, and wars and chaos all over the world. But tonight, after just 1 year, I can say with dignity and pride that we have achieved a transformation like no one has ever seen before, and a turnaround for the ages. It is indeed a turnaround for the ages.
What the fuck are they clapping about? Age of lies and corruption, somebody put in the super chat.
And we will never go back to where we were just a very short time ago. We're not going back. Today, our border is secure.
What?
This is disgusting.
Thank you. Today, our border is secure. Our spirit is restored. Inflation is plummeting. Incomes are rising fast. The roaring economy is roaring like never before. And our enemies are scared. Our military and police are stacked. And America is respected again, perhaps like never before.
That's not a lie. We're not respected at all. Worst economy, by the way. None of these super chats are looking good for what he's
After
got.
4 years in which millions and millions of illegal aliens poured across our borders, totally unvetted and unchecked, we now have the strongest and most secure border in American history by far. In the past 9 months, 0 illegal aliens have been admitted to the United States.
That's not true. Somebody put pedo president for $10.
But we will always allow people to come in legally, people that will love our country and will work hard to maintain our country.
Like you? What the fuck? They're going to stop and clap and stand up every goddamn sentence he makes?
The flow of deadly fentanyl across our border is down by a record 56% in 1 year.
You're just trying to drive the cost up. Notice how none of the military stand
And
up. to
last
applaud
year,
this
the
fire?
murder rate saw its single largest decline in recorded history. This is
Time
the
for a
biggest
diaper
decline.
change.
Think of it, in recorded history, the lowest number in over 125 years. Year 1900. In fact, substantially before my wonderful father, I had a wonderful father, Fred, before he was born, substantially before he was born. That's a long time ago. He wouldn't like me to say that, but that's a long time ago.
Jesus.
The Biden administration and its allies in Congress gave us the worst inflation in the history of our country. But in 12 months, my administration has driven core inflation down to the lowest level in more than 5 years. And in the last 3 months of 2025, it was down to 1.7%. Gasoline, which reached a peak of over $6 a gallon in some states under my predecessor, it was quite honestly a disaster, is now below $2.30 a gallon in most states, and in some places, $1.99 a gallon. And when I visited the great state of Iowa just a few weeks ago, I even saw $1.85 a gallon for gasoline.
Where are you seeing that fucking price at?
It's almost double that here.
No shit, man.
Mortgage rates are the lowest in 4 years and falling fast.
Oh my
And the
God, you
annual
fucking
cost of a
retard. No,
typical
they're
new
not.
Mortgage is down almost $5,000 just since I took office.
No.
And low interest rates will solve the Biden-created housing problem while at the same time protecting the values of those people who already own a house that really feel rich for the first time in their lives. We want to protect those values. We want to keep those values up. We're going to do both.
What the fuck kind of delusion is
And we are
here?
going to keep it that way. The stock market has set 53 all-time
Fucking
record
stock
highs since the
market.
election. Think of that. 1 year.
Fucking
Boosting
stock
pensions, 401ks, and retirement accounts for the millions and millions of Americans. They're all gaining. Everybody's up, way up. In 4 long years, the last administration got less than $1 trillion in new investment in the United States. And when I say less, substantially less. In 12 months, I secured commitments for more than $18 trillion pouring in from all over the globe.
Just share some of that.
Which he's going to have to pay back. They're going to have, because the Supreme
Think of
Court
it, much
ruled that
less
his
than
fucking
$1
tariffs are
trillion
illegal.
for 4 years versus much more than $18 trillion for 1 year. What a difference a president makes.
Somebody keeps putting them
A
fucking
short time
food
ago,
flags
we
up
were a
there.
dead country. Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world. The hottest.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Is that why your military, your mighty military, is floundering in a tub of their own shit right now?
Thousands of new businesses are forming in factories, plants, and laboratories are being built. We have added 70,000 new construction jobs in just a very short period of time. It's getting bigger and bigger and stronger. Nobody can believe what they're watching. American oil production is up by more than 600,000 barrels a day, and we just received from our new friend and partner, Venezuela, more than 80 million barrels of oil.
You fucking stole it. You fucking stole it, you asshole. You're muted, Chad.
Yeah, I know.
American natural gas production is at an all-time high because I kept my promise to drill, baby, drill.
Look at that Lutnick fucking guy. There's his handler right there.
More Americans are working today than at any time in the history of our country. Think about that. Any time in the history of our country, more working today. And 100% of all jobs created under my administration have been in the private sector.
So it's the exact opposite.
Yep.
We ended DEI in America.
And yeah, you're doing a stellar job there, buddy.
We cut a record number of job-killing regulations, and in 1 year, we have lifted 2.4 million Americans, a record, off of food stamps.
Yeah, but what about that little girl you knocked up, man? You know, the one where you had the baby killed and thrown
And for
in
all
the,
of these
in the
reasons,
lake?
I say
Remember?
tonight, members of Congress, the state of our union is strong. Our country is winning again. In fact, we're winning so much that we really don't know what to do about it. People are asking me, please, 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 Mr. President, we're winning too much. We can't take it anymore. We're not used to winning in our country. Until you came along, we're just always losing, but now we're winning too much.
What are we
And
winning?
I say, no, no, no.
What
You're
the fuck
going
are
to
we
win
winning?
again. You're going to win big. You're going to win
Winning.
bigger than ever. And
Oil.
to prove that point,
Stealing
here with
is
us
not
tonight is
winning.
a group of winners who just
Winning
made the
oil.
entire nation proud. The men's gold medal Olympic.
Oh, yeah,
hockey
that's
team.
something that
Come on.
Oh,
fucking
what
matters.
the fuck? Who gives a fuck?
Oh,
Dude, I
come
need-
on, True Fru. Can't you feel the winning?
And y'all want to know? You want to know why the fucking pedo you want to know why the pedo in chief didn't go to the Olympics? He can't. He can't get a travel visa because he's a fucking felon.
The
We're winning.
Cheeto in chief.
Huh?
I was
What
gonna
did
say-
you call him? The Cheeto in chief?
Cheeto and
No, the pedo in chief.
Oh, pedo with the P.
Shit don't count. They didn't get to play the Russians.
No shit.
He's saying they're winning, the politicians.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're winning besides maybe fucking denture cream coupons.
We're winning so much that you don't even recognize that you're winning. It's like the Earth spinning. You're spinning, but you don't feel it. That's how good it is.
That's how you know it's spinning, because you don't feel it.
That's right. So I mean, you're winning so much you can't even recognize you're winning.
Well, I know this. When I go to the fucking grocery store and I get one of those little carts and I just fill it up with a couple of things and it's like $80 at the goddamn checkout.
That's not winning.
Oh, that don't feel like fucking winning, man.
The midget cart. $80.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever seen them get up. And actually, not all of them did get up.
Because
But
you're
they
an
beat
asshole.
a fantastic Canadian team in overtime, as everybody saw, as did the American women who will soon be coming to the White House.
The what?
The women's team, they were invited to this and they didn't go. So he's gonna have them there at another time.
He's going to have them at the White House so they can protest on live television.
I bet only a couple go.
Yeah, it'll probably only a few. I'm sure all the other ones will be standing outside with some kind of sign. rainbow
The
flags.
lesbians.
Yeah, it'll be some kind of insane shit that they'll pull.
This Lutnick guy, he
They were
looks
in the
like a
Oval
little
Office
fucking
before.
shyster.
And I just want to say a second very big congratulations to Team USA. But I have to say that, and I told them this, and we took a vote of the team. I said, anybody votes no, I'm not doing it. So they stood there and they weren't about to say no because I've never seen a goaltender play as well as goalie Connor Hellebuck.
Are we like really talking about fucking hockey right now?
He must have trouble turning his head. You ever notice that? He like turns his whole body. He don't just turn around and look like that. He turns his whole body and look.
This
He
does
had
look a bit
46
like a.
shots on goal, and I asked him, the one shot, the one where you put your stick in the back and it hit the neck of your stick and bounced off. You practiced that, or was that a little lucky? He refused to answer that question. But I just want to tell you that the members of this great hockey squad will be very happy to hear, based on their vote and my vote, and in this case, my vote was more important, that I will soon be presenting Connor with our highest civilian honor, which we will be given, and which has been given to many athletes over the years. But when I say many, not too many, like 12, it's called the highest civilian honor in our country, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
This has to be a.
Everybody gets one of those. They're not nothing. I've seen Obama
Medal
give a
of
million of
Freedom?
them away.
Fucking hockey?
Yeah.
Is this real? What the? Gee.
You got a pedophile who's running the country in front of a bunch of pedophiles and pedophile protectors, and they're cheering for somebody else that played a game. What the fuck?
Every single one of them. I said, I'm not giving it if anybody goes no. And every single one of them rapidly put up their hand. So I want to thank you. What a special job you did. What special champions you are. Thank you very much.
We spent more time on hockey than the economy.
God. Yeah, you just said everything's great. Nothing to see here. We're winning. Yeah, we're good. We're the fucking
Give
best.
Epstein the Medal of Freedom too.
Got the Gerald Ford trail on a big fucking
I'm
mud
also
pile
pleased
behind
to
it.
say that the next time the Olympic torch is lit, it will be here in America for the 2028 Olympics. And it's the summer version right in Los Angeles. We're going to do a good job in Los Angeles.
Do a good job in Los Angeles. We begrudgingly stand up.
And Los Angeles is going to be safe, just like Washington, D.C. is now one of the safest cities in the country.
Fuck it is. Let's go for a walk down by College Heights, buddy.
And this year, and I must say I got them both. I got them in my first term, and I was disappointed because I didn't think I'd be the president when this happened. But strange things took place. And now I've got them because I got the Olympics and I got the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And I wanted to claim the 250th, but I didn't get away with that one. I couldn't claim that one for myself. But we're getting the World Cup. So we have the World Cup and the Olympics coming. And that is exciting news.
Yeah, but what about that 13-year-old you knocked up, dude? Remember?
So this will be a year to celebrate our country and the heroes who have kept it free. Men like Buddy Taggart.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
At age 17, Buddy volunteered to defend America in World War II, serving in the Pacific under the great General Douglas MacArthur. He fought bravely in the famous Battle of Manila, worked so hard. He was badly wounded and almost killed by enemy machine guns in Luzon. And 81 years ago this month, he liberated the largest internment camp in the Philippines, one of the largest anywhere in the world. But he earned many honors, including a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star, came home, started a family, and tonight he is in the gallery looking forward to July 4th, 2026, his 100th birthday.
Our buddy.
Big Bunny stands up and goes, "Fuck you, you pedophile."
One could wish.
You crap his pants yet?
So, buddy, you're a brave man, and we salute you. Even in times of challenge, setback, and immense heartache, the spirit of 1776 has always shone through very brightly.
See,
It was
we've
July
somebody
4th
been
of last
spamming the
year when
fucking Iranian
floodwaters
flag and
tore
shit.
through a girls' summer camp in Central Texas. One of the worst things I've ever seen. I was there, rising 26 feet in the matter of minutes, tragically claiming many, many lives. You all remember that one. As the waters threatened to sweep her away, 11-year-old Millie Kate McClelland closed her eyes and prayed to God. She thought she was going to die. Those prayers were answered when Coast Guard rescue swimmer Scott
Praise
Ruskin
God.
descended from a helicopter above. Nobody knew where he came from. It was Scott's first ever rescue mission, a young guy, but very brave, very, very top, always top in his class. And he lifted not just Millie Kate, but 164 others to safety.
He's just
In
trying
one
to get
lift. In
Yeah,
one
in one lift.
helicopter. Over 160. That's a miracle.
It is. Holy shit. He used his nose for a wind vane. Here's his husband.
People watched Scott from a distance, and they couldn't believe what they were seeing. The winds were blowing, the rain was pouring, everything was going, and that rapid water, nobody's ever seen anything like it. They said, wow, that's something. Tonight, Scott and Millie Kate are here together, reunited for the very first time. Thank you, Scott, Millie Kate.
Where's Scotty boy?
So he's been at this now for what? Half hour? Ain't said fucking shit.
He ain't seen.
He just probably shit himself right there.
I think that was him.
Mr. Ruskin, I'm pleased to inform you that I am now awarding you the Legion of Merit for extraordinary heroism, which is what it was, extraordinary heroism. Thank you.
See how he's hunching his shoulders and shit? He's hunching his shoulders up like that. He's bearing down.
And I'd like to have the military aide to please come down. and take care of the service, military aid. Thank you very much. Take care of that very important service. Thank you very much. From 1776 to today, every generation of Americans has stepped forward to defend life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And
You know, all the shit
they're
you're
really
trying to
doing it
destroy.
for the next generation. But now it's our turn. Together, we're building a nation where every child has the chance to reach higher and go further, where government answers to the people, not the powerful.
What did he say?
Where the interests of hardworking
1770
Americans
shit?
are always our first and ultimate concern.
Yeah.
That is the debt we owe to the heroes who came before us, and that is the promise we must keep to America for our 250th year. Last year, I urged
More truth comes out of his ass and out of his mouth. I can tell you that now.
history, and our Republican majorities delivered so beautifully. Thank you, Republicans.
They're all farting and shit, which is a huge ozone depleting fart.
The stench in there. God damn.
I bet you'd smell like mothballs in Aqua Velva.
Every single one of them voted against these really important
Mothballs
and very
sticking us to it.
necessary massive tax cuts. They wanted large-scale tax increases to hurt the people instead. But we held strong, and with the great, big, beautiful bill, we gave you no tax on tips, no tax on overtime,
does look
and
like
no
he's
tax
shitty.
on Social Security for our great seniors.
No
You
tax.
lying motherfucker, you did not.
Wow.
You did not. There's
How
still
could he lie
taxes
like
on it, and there's still taxes on it.
Of course. Blatant lies.
And we also made interest on auto loans tax deductible the first time, but only if the car is made in America.
Well, right off the bat, buying a product based on just solely on where it was made and not on its quality and performance is
Yeah.
retarded.
Who gives a shit about quality, right? As long as it's got
Devoted mom who
stamp on it.
homeschools her children, beautiful, 2 children, during the day while waiting tables at night as her husband works overtime operating very heavy equipment. Megan is here this evening, and she's happy to tell you that she is so much richer because with no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and our expanded child tax credit done again by Republicans, Megan and her husband will take home more than $5,000 extra just for the year, cutting
Yeah,
her
but her
tax
grocery
bill
bill's
more
like
than half.
15,000 extra now. Stupid ass.
That's his ass talking
Megan,
more.
please stand up. We're fighting for you, Megan.
That was just for waitresses and single moms and shit.
Thank you, Megan.
How many toilets could his speech fill up? How many
Thank you,
pumper
Megan.
trucks?
We're fighting
shit.
for you, Megan.
Well, I know
Under our
one
bill,
that won't be
parents
able to
like
handle
Megan
it,
can
and that's the
also activate their
USS
children's
Gerald Ford.
brand new Trump accounts. And I didn't name it. I did not name it.
What?
I did not name that.
Taking a dump on the American people. The shit.
Nobody believes me, but I did not name it. It was named by a very tall man sitting right there in the third row.
Load of shit.
Nice man, a good man. Tax-free investment accounts for every American child. This is something that's so special and has taken off and gone through the roof. Millions will be pre-funded courtesy of the U.S. Treasury and private individuals like Michael and Susan Dell, who have donated $6,250 million to fund the Trump accounts for 25 million American children.
He's breathing them out.
They're great people. You know, I asked Michael Dell, how do you make all that money? He said, well, I just sat on my dorm in school and I made computers and I'd sell them to people. And I just kept selling and selling and selling. And Pretty amazing story. That's called the American Dream. He sold a lot of computers, a lot of those laptops. So I congratulate him on that, but I really thank him and Susan, as well as others like Brad Gerstner, a very tremendous guy. He was behind it right from the beginning. Brad Gerstner.
And of course, none of this represents the average American. None of this. Nothing that he's speaking about right here.
Exactly.
So with modest additional contributions, these young people's accounts could grow to over $100,000 or more by the time they turn 18. Think of it. How much money is that for somebody that started with nothing? Over 100,000, could be much more than that.
Which
To
will
make
be
this investment
nothing
in
by
our
the time they
children's
mature.
future, go to trumpaccounts.gov, trumpaccounts.gov. And a lot of people are doing it. It's setting every record in the book.
What a scam.
Popular.
Setting the
What
records.
was
It's not
going to-
setting
what it
any
was going
records,
to take.
Donald.
I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of the people that got it started. Now it's just taken off. One of the primary reasons for our country's stunning economic turnaround, the biggest in history, where the Dow Jones broke 50,000 4 years ahead of schedule.
So
and
what?
the S&P hit 7,000, where it wasn't supposed to do it for many
How the
years.
fuck does that help us?
It doesn't. It doesn't. It helps him and his fucking rich friends. That's it.
Yep.
Dollars to make great deals for our country, both economically and on a national security basis.
Crock of shit.
Everything was working well.
Would our lives
Countries that
change
were
if they hit
ripping us off for
100,000 next
decades
year?
are now paying us hundreds of billions
Who
of
cares?
dollars. They were ripping us so badly. You all know that. Everybody knows it. Even the Democrats know it. They just don't want to say it. And yet these countries are now happy, and so
Donald
are we.
Trump.
We made deals. The deals are all done.
Nikki said
And they're
Donald
happy.
Trump.
They're not making money like they used to, but we're making a lot of money. There was no inflation, tremendous growth. And the big story was how Donald Trump called the economy correctly, and 22 Nobel Prize winners in economics didn't. They got it totally wrong. They got it really wrong. And then just 4 days ago, an unfortunate ruling from the United States Supreme Court. It just came down. It came down. Very
You
unfortunate
mean
ruling.
taking the power to tax out of one man's hand?
But the good news
What?
is that almost all countries and corporations want to keep the deal that they already made, right, Scott? Knowing that the legal power that I, as president, have to make a new deal could be far worse for them, and therefore they will continue to work along the same successful path that we had negotiated before the Supreme Court's unfortunate involvement. So despite the disappointing ruling, these powerful country saving, it's saving our country, the kind of money we're taking in, peace protecting. Many of the wars I settled was because of the threat of tariffs. I wouldn't have been able to settle them without.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Remain in place
There's
under
a couple little tribes in the middle of Africa that were getting ready to throw spears at each other. We're really glad you intervened on their part.
They're a little more complex, but they're actually probably better, leading to a solution that will be even stronger than before. Congressional action will not be necessary. It's already time tested and approved. And as time goes by, I believe the tariffs paid for by foreign countries will, like in the past, substantially replace the modern day system of income tax, taking a great financial burden off the people that I love.
Imagine the smell behind Trump right now.
Oh, I bet it's awful.
Right, running down his legs.
Moving forward, factories, jobs, investment, and trillions of dollars will continue pouring into the United States of America because we finally have a president who puts America first. Put America first.
Oh, fuck you. You put yourself first.
How do people believe this shit?
For decades before
Like
I came
trained
along,
seals.
we had the exact opposite. From trade to healthcare, from energy to immigration, everything was stolen and rigged in order to drain the wealth out of the productive, hardworking people who make our country great, who make our country run. Under Biden and his corrupt partners in Congress and beyond, it reached a breaking point with the Green New scam, open borders for everyone. They poured in by the millions and millions from prisons, from mental institutions. They were murderers, 11,888 murders. They came into our country. You allowed that to happen. And records.
What the fuck? Why not? We put one right in the Oval Office.
Family, $34,000 in just a speck of time. Now, the same people in this chamber who voted for those disasters suddenly use the word affordability, a word they just used it. Somebody gave it to them, knowing full well that they caused and created the increased prices that all of our citizens had to endure. You caused that problem. You caused that problem.
He just told them, clap at anything I say, you dumb fucks.
I know it.
They knew their statements were a lie. They knew it. They knew their statements were a dirty, rotten lie. Their policies created the high prices. Our policies are rapidly ending them. We are doing really well. Those prices are plummeting downward.
Donald Dump.
The price of eggs is down 60%, Madam Secretary.
60% from what? Asshole, you mean from $12?
Yeah,
lower
from a
today
record
than when I
high.
took office by a lot.
God damn.
And even beef, which
Price
was very
gouging.
high, is starting to come down significantly. Just hold on a little while. We're getting it down.
Pizza and
And
green.
soon you will see numbers that few people would think were possible to achieve just a short time ago. Nobody can believe when they see the kind of numbers, and especially energy. When they see energy going down to numbers like that, they cannot believe
What?
it.
Fucking electric bill is the highest it's ever been. What's he talking about?
Of our times, the crushing cost of healthcare caused by you. Since the passage of the Unaffordable Care Act, sometimes referred to as Obamacare, big insurance companies have gotten rich. It was meant for the insurance companies, not for the people. With our government giving them hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars a year as their stock prices soared 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, and even 1,700%, like nothing else. That's why I introduced.
Here's the fucking thing people got to start asking this question right here. Yes, healthcare is an issue. Why does everybody need fucking healthcare? Why does everybody need to go to the fucking doctor? Why is everybody fucking sick and dying?
Exactly.
That's the
What's
fucking
in the
thing.
air and the food and water. How does
We
this
need to have
cause?
more Band-Aids. Why do we need more Band-Aids? Because all the people that are getting cut. Well, why are the people getting cut? Well, because we're cutting them.
And because we got to sell more Band-Aids, so pay up.
Jesus Christ. This guy.
So simple, so big. And I did that in my first term, and the Democrats immediately terminated it with full
Oh, here
knowledge
comes
that they
the
were doing
self-congratulatory fucking victim thing.
taking them way down on
Cockroach
healthcare and
eggs,
everything
somebody
else. I'm also ending the wildly inflated cost of prescription drugs like has never happened before.
Oh, he's ending that. Really? What's the cost of eggs in Israel?
Other
The cost
presidents
of
tried
energy?
to do it, but they never could. They tried. Most didn't try, actually. But they tried. They said they tried. They couldn't do it. They didn't even come close. They were all talk and no action, but I got it done. Under my just enacted most favored nation agreements, Americans who have for decades paid by far the highest prices of any nation anywhere in the world for prescription drugs will now pay the lowest price anywhere in the world for drugs. Anywhere. The lowest price.
Really?
So why is it all these people need all these drugs? How many people needed drugs back in, say, 1890? Right? None.
What?
All the shit was
Strange
natural.
things
You just
happen.
went and got it off the tree or
I
got it
took
out of the field.
prescription drugs, a very big part of healthcare, from the
Yep.
highest price in the entire world to the lowest. That's a big achievement. The result is price differences of 300,
David
400,
Koresh said,
500,
if herpes had a
600% and
face.
more.
Yes.
All available
His
right
mouth
now
looks
at
like a
new website
butthole.
called
It looks like a
TrumpRx.gov,
butthole of it
and
getting
I
ready to
didn't name
drop
that
a
one
shit.
either, by the way.
You're a horrible fucking person.
And here
1890,
tonight
you
is the
just
very
have a
first
Coca-Cola
customer
with
ever
Coke
to
in
get
it.
that big discount, and it is big. Catherine
better.
Rayner. For 5 years, she and her husband have struggled with infertility, and they turned to IVF. One
Space
drug
Force.
has been costing Catherine $4,000 to purchase. But a few weeks ago, she logged onto the TrumpRx website and got that same drug that cost $4,000, got it for under $500, a reduction of much more, actually, than $3,500. Catherine, we are all praying for you, and you're going to be a great mom.
Why are his shoulders at his fucking ear, the tops of his ears?
What do you say? What'd you say?
Why are his shoulders at the tops of his ears?
He's got that frontal temporal dementia.
Is he
part of that
still
leaning
taking
forward. He
his
leans.
shit?
He leans way forward.
Law. Now, the one thing I'm not sure it matters, because it's going to be very hard for somebody that comes along after me to say, let's raise drug prices by 700 or 800%. But John and Mike, if you don't mind, codify it anyway. They may do it. Codify it anyway. Thank you. Many Americans are also concerned that energy demand from AI data centers could unfairly drive up their electric utility bills.
Already
Tonight,
are.
I'm pleased to announce that I have negotiated the new ratepayer protection pledge. You know what that is?
No.
We're telling the major tech companies that they have the obligation to provide for
Sounds
their
like-
own power needs. They can build their own power plants as part of their factory, so that no one's prices will go up. And in many cases, prices of electricity will go down for the community, and very substantially down.
I want to see him
This
go
is a
down.
unique strategy never used in this country before. We have an old grid. It could never handle the kind of numbers, the amount of electricity that's needed. So I'm telling them they can build their own plant. They're going to produce their own electricity.
I could never sit in that seat behind him right there. I'd want to whack him with that hammer.
Why do we have an old grid?
It could be very substantial for
Why
all the
is
cities
everything
and
falling
towns.
apart? They're
You're
paying
going to
more.
see some good things happen over the next number of years. Another pillar of the American dream that has been under attack is home ownership. With us tonight is Rachel Wiggins, a mom of two from Houston. She placed bids on 20 homes and lost all of those bids to gigantic investment firms that bypassed inspection, paid all cash, and turned those houses into rentals, stealing away her American dream. She was devastated. Stories like this are why last month I signed executive order to ban large Wall Street investment firms from buying up in the thousands single-family homes.
How are they there without gas masks on, able to smell that shit?
I don't know, man.
And now I'm
Lots of
asking
bleach.
Congress to make that ban permanent, because homes for people, really, that's what we want. We want homes for people, not for corporations. Corporations
homes
are
for
doing just
people.
fine. Racel,
That motherfucker couldn't give a shit one if anybody had a house or not. Not one. My daughter's buying a house.
we're also working to make it easier for Americans to save for retirement. And under this administration, we will always protect Social Security and Medicare. They are not protecting it for our seniors. We will always protect Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid.
That's
There it is.
bullshit.
There it is with the fucking medical. All this shit. You got to have drugs. You got to have medicine. Got to have the doctor. Doctor, medicine.
We're
Balances
going to
up
drug
by
you
at
up
least
as you get older.
$30,000. That's a lot of money. We have millions and millions of people, because the stock market has done so well, setting all those records. Your 401ks are way up. Yet half
Where
of
did the
all of
trillions of
working
dollars
Americans
go?
still do not have access to a
Why is
retirement
America
plan with
trillions in
matching
debt?
contributions from an employer. To remedy this gross.
Well, this fucking asshole, for one,
That's
6.2
what I mean.
trillion with his
Where'd they
CARES Act.
spend the where'd they send
Workers,
the
great
money? They
people,
sold us
people that
out.
built our country.
Pharma-
Access to the same
pharmaceutical
type of
companies.
retirement plan offered to every federal worker. We will
They
match
robbed
your
us.
contribution with up to $1,000 each year as we ensure that all Americans can profit from a rising stock market. Let's also ensure that members of Congress cannot corruptly profit from using insider information.
That'll be the day. They're all millionaires from it.
No shit.
They stood up for that. I can't believe it.
Poor Ivanka at her wedding to Jared Kushner. They said, you can kiss the bride. And she turned and looked at him and said, you kiss like my dad.
Pass the Stop Insider Trading Act without delay.
What about that little 13-year-old
I
girl?
wasn't
Trump?
sure if anybody even on this side was going to applaud for that. I'm very impressed. Thank you. I'm very impressed. But when it comes to the corruption that is plundering, it's plundering America. There's been no more stunning example than Minnesota, where members of the Somali community have pillaged an estimated $19 billion from the American taxpayer. Oh, we have all the information. And in actuality, the number is much higher than that. And California, Massachusetts, Maine,
Higher.
and many other states are even worse. This is the kind of corruption that shreds the fabric of a nation, and we are working on it like you wouldn't believe. So tonight, although started 4 months ago, I am officially announcing the war on fraud to be led by our great Vice President, J.D. Vance.
He's shit. Blame the darkies. Blame the Somalis.
You mean the
for
guy that
corruption.
said that he'd have to hold his nose and vote for fucking Hillary because Trump was so awful? That J.D. Vance?
Find enough of that fraud, we will actually have a balanced budget overnight. It'll go very quickly. That's the kind of money you're talking about. We'll balance our budget. The Somali pirates who ransacked Minnesota remind us that there are large parts of the world and lawlessness are the norm, not the exception. Importing these cultures through unrestricted immigration and open borders brings us problems right here to the
See how he
USA.
shifted like that?
And it is the American people who
Shaking a
pay the
shit
price
loose.
in higher medical bills, car insurance rates, rent,
You know, the
taxes, and
Somalis
perhaps
were just
most importantly,
competing for
crime.
fraud with the government.
We will
That's
take
all.
care of
Yeah.
this problem. We're going to take care of this problem. We are not playing games.
This Ron Paul has a sign on his desk that says, don't steal. The government hates competition.
They do. It's okay when they do it.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's just taxes,
Coleman
national
was
security.
only 5 years old in June 2024 when a 18-wheel tractor trailer plowed into her stopped car traveling at 60 miles an hour or more. The driver was an illegal alien let in by Joe Biden and given a commercial driver's license by open borders politicians in California. Doctors said Delilah would never be able to walk or talk, have a good life. She wouldn't even be able to eat again. But against all odds, she is now in the first grade learning to walk. And she's here this evening with her dad, Marcus, a fantastic man. Delilah.
So she's right up, almost ready for you then, eh, Donnie? Don't look too close.
Oh no. Poor kids being used as a
What,
political
what,
prop.
what exactly are they clapping about? The girl got hit by a
Yeah,
truck.
what's good about that? What? How does?
Many, if not
What,
most, illegal aliens do not speak English and cannot read even the most basic road signs as to direction, speed, danger, or location. That's why tonight I'm calling on Congress to pass what we will call the Delilah Law, barring any state from granting commercial driver's licenses to illegal aliens.
Isn't that already illegal? I mean, seems to me when I went to go get my driver's license, they wanted like all kinds of fucking proof of who I was and shit.
exactly. We need another 20 laws though for what we
Oh, yeah.
already. I mean, can't make this shit up.
Immigration, people came into our country, how we allowed this to happen with our open borders. These are the angel moms and families that for decades our government betrayed and our media totally ignored. It was terrible. Hard to
You mean
believe,
like the
actually.
like the vic
In
like your
2023, a
victims? You mean like
16-year-old
that?
high school cheerleader named
Ooh,
Elizabeth Medina
getting a little
was
hot there in
supposed to
their collar.
perform in her town's Christmas parade, but she never arrived. Her mother, Jacqueline, went home to look for her, and she found her
What a
lying dead in a
demon.
bathtub, bleeding profusely after being stabbed 25 times.
Damn.
Elizabeth's killer was a previously arrested illegal alien who had broken in and brutally extinguished the brightest light in her family's life, violently and viciously. Her heartbroken mother is in the gallery to
chubby
remind
thinking about
everyone
it.
in this chamber exactly why we are deporting illegal alien criminals to our country at record numbers, and we're getting them the hell out of here fast. We don't want them.
Be all right if that was like the sole purpose of your mission, but you're just grabbing anybody that's not white and jerking them out of a car and shit, you know?
Yeah, if they look vaguely Mexican, if they look brown, they get pulled out.
Thank you very much.
See old Kushner back there lurking around in the hallway?
We can never forget
What
that
a
many in this
creepy,
room
creepy Kushner.
He is a creepy
not only allowed
motherfucker,
the
man.
border invasion to happen before I got
He's a
involved,
ghoul.
but indeed they would do it all over again if they ever had the chance. If they ever got elected, they would open up those borders to some of the worst criminals anywhere in the world. The only thing standing between Americans and a wide open border right now is President Donald J. Trump and our great Republican patriots in Congress. Thank you.
And Israel, right? The dual citizen.
Yeah, don't forget about Israel.
Israeli.
It is not real.
It's not real.
No, Israel does not have a right to exist.
Democrats
I
in this
agree.
chamber have cut off all funding for the Department of Homeland Security. It's all cut off.
I hate
Well,
that
I
salty matzo ball soup.
They have instituted another Democrat shutdown, the first one costing us 2 points on G,
Boy, hey, try it with the foreskin. It's better
which
that way.
probably made them quite happy. Actually. Now they have closed the agency responsible for protecting Americans from terrorists and murderers. Tonight, I'm demanding the full and immediate restoration of all funding for the border security, homeland security of the United States, and also for helping people clean up their snow. We have no money because of the Democrats, and it would be nice. I'd love to give you a hand at cleaning it up, but you gave no money. Nobody's getting paid. It's a shame. So you have to
Gave
think
no
about
money.
it. We have, in case you didn't know, a pretty large snowstorm out there. One of the great things about the State of the Union is how it gives Americans the chance to see clearly what their representatives really believe. So tonight, I'm inviting every legislature to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle. If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens.
Duty.
Israel first, then America.
Right. Mind
I
your
think he's a
station,
better
boy.
actor than Reagan. Sorry.
Mind your station there, Goy. Don't get above your raisin. Our greatest obligation to the United States government is to Israel. Now let's be real about this.
Yes. That's how sick it is.
Why our brave soldiers are swimming in a tub of shit right now, waiting for the go-ahead. Have you seen some of the videos on the ship? That shit spraying and blowing out of the toilets and everything, man.
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh my God, yeah, it's a lot like this speech.
Oh.
No, but for real, they are. There's like literally shit blowing out of the toilets, man.
How do people listen to this shit coming into their ears and believe this?
I don't know.
I don't
man.
get that.
Whoa. Look at that one there. There's one for Trump. Bacon right there in the red.
Isn't that a shame? You should be ashamed of yourself not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself. That is why
You
I'm
ought to be
also
ashamed of
asking
yourself for
you
fucking
to end
kids.
deadly sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public officials
Maybe his daughter,
who
too.
block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country, they're
And his
blocking
sons.
the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
They're not.
This is a strange State of the Union. This might be the...
It is. He said, "Oh, everybody gang up on the left over here." I pay attention to them because I just shit myself. We got a code brown in the house.
And perhaps most
He's
importantly,
spraying it out.
I'm asking you to approve the Save America Act.
Is that as good as a Patriot Act?
Probably just worse.
To stop illegal aliens and others who are unpermitted persons from voting in our sacred American elections. That cheating is...
Don't we already have that? I mean, what the fuck? You have to be a citizen to vote. Am I not?
What
am I
else?
missing
Yeah,
something?
we do. But what else is attached to that act that's in there?
Yeah.
It's not illegal.
Do you guys realize that all the people, like a lot of the Democrats didn't show up, and a bunch of those people that they're sitting there like shaming or whatever are actually the Epstein survivors?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Holy shit.
What?
Hey, I pulled up all the these are just some of the points. There's a proof of citizenship, a mandatory photo ID, mandatory,
right?
Proof of citizenship for mail-in absentee vote and state voter roll maintenance, DHS verification, but I know that's wrong, certification.
including Democrats.
Name discrepancy provisions. You know, it's just going to limit what you can do.
And maybe a chip in your brain.
Yeah. I mean, well, you already got it in the ID. So you're
they're just so programmed to one side being the Democrats and one side being the Republicans that it doesn't matter the optics of it. And it's like, you know, most of the Democrats didn't even show up. Those are just Epstein survivors. So they're sitting there, you know, yelling at those people. They're not even there.
I mean, when I went to go get the ID at the DMV replacement license, the lady, I was asked 5 times if I wanted a real ID. And I was like, no, I don't want that. 5 times.
Yeah, you got to keep telling them. You got to keep telling them. I don't want any ID. I don't want any ID. Fuck them.
We agree on the policy that we just enunciated, and Congress should unite and enact this common sense, country-saving legislation.
Somebody in the chat said that the fluffy girl in the red could probably eat all the snow.
The Kool-Aid man?
That one is she's a right big girl.
It's the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, there she is, right there on the left. Right over here.
And the reason they don't want to do it, why would anybody not want voter ID? One reason, because they want to cheat. There's only one reason. They make up all excuses. They say it's racist. They come up with things you almost say, what imagination they have. They want to cheat. They have cheated. And their policy is so bad that the only way they can get elected is to cheat.
That's what you did, Don.
Just stop it, John.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if John Barron will make an appearance tonight.
Sense in government. In the gallery tonight are Sage Blair and her mother, Michelle. In 2021, Sage was 14 when school officials in Virginia sought to
Well, that's about your age range, ain't it, Donnie?
to a new gender, treating her as a boy and hiding it from her parents. Hard to believe, isn't it? Before long, a confused Sage ran away from home after she was found in a horrific situation in Maryland. A left-wing judge refused to return Sage to her parents because they did not immediately state that their daughter was their son. Sage was thrown into an all-boys state home and suffered terribly for a long time. But today, all of that is behind them because Sage is a proud and wonderful young woman with a full ride scholarship to Liberty University. Sage and Michelle, please stand up.
There's Erica. There's Erica Kirk right there.
That wacko.
Just stop.
Let the peasants drink Kool-Aid. They're going to be eating babies and drinking champagne after this State of the Union's over.
None of these people, what is he talking about, these people?
And who can believe that we're even speaking
Cheers.
about things like this?
Shit happens.
15 years
right?
ago, if somebody was up here and said that, they'd say, what's wrong with him? But now we have to say it because it's going on all over numerous states without even telling the parents. But surely we can all agree no state can be allowed to rip children from their parents' arms and transition them to a new gender against the parents' will. Who would believe that we're even talking about this? We must ban it.
What about ripping them from their parents' arms and deporting them? That's okay, though,
What
right?
about eating the children? I mean, God, they're
Yeah,
eating
what about
fucking
if you
babies.
eat the children? That's okay. If you're taking the kid from the parents to eat
Nobody
or
says
fuck,
that.
then that's okay.
These people are crazy. I'm telling you, they're crazy.
Well, he's really trying to get the shit riled up. He's a turd.
Amazing. Incredible.
He's a real turd, boy.
Boy, oh boy. We're lucky we have a country. With people like this, Democrats are destroying our country, but we've stopped it just in the nick of time, didn't we? Huh?
Did we?
What a farce and a fart.
What about Lake Michigan?
No one cares
Name
more
that?
about protecting America's youth than our wonderful First Lady. Now a movie star. She's a movie star. Can you believe it? Who would have believed that? Over the past year, she has had an incredible impact championing AI legislation, advancing a landmark executive order on foster care, and helping secure $30 million to launch the Melania Trump Foster Youth to Independence Initiative. It's a tremendous...
You talking about the first hooker?
Really a tremendous thing that happened and had a lot of bipartisan support. She gets much better bipartisan support than I do. I get none. She gets a lot. Someday you're going to have to tell me how you did that.
Handy's
And
in the
students
hallway.
and educators in every state have
ones you
joined
called
the
crazy
First
supporters?
Lady's efforts in the presidential AI challenge, keeping America's next generation positioned to succeed and strongly succeed in the future.
Bigly.
Tonight, we welcome two young people whose lives reflect the First Lady's impact, Sierra Burns and Everest Nevermont. Thank you both. And Melania, thank you. I know how hard you worked on it. Thank you very much.
This is This is idiocracy on cannibalism.
Oh yeah, now that he says she's a movie star, there's his Nephilim kid.
Yeah, what a movie star.
This guy back there, that old World
I'm
War
very
II
proud
veteran,
to say
thinks
that
he's at
during my
Truman's
time in office,
inauguration.
both the first 4 years and in particular this last year, there has been a tremendous renewal in religion, faith, Christianity, and belief in God. Tremendous.
Oh, now he's going to mention Erica Kirk. I bet you.
Yeah, she's not crazy.
Look at that big girl again. There
This
she
is
is.
especially true among young people, and a big part of that had to do with
Big old bitch.
my great friend, Charlie Kirk, a great guy, great man.
St. Charlie.
Look, that's plenty of shade in the summer and some warmth in the wintertime, too.
So last year, Charlie was violently murdered by an assassin.
Get the tissue
and
out.
martyred, really martyred for his beliefs. His
Get her
wonderful
dancing and singing.
Yeah, where's your glittery pantsuit? That's the 5th stage of grief. Fireworks and glittery pantsuit. There you go. Daub your eyes now. Daub the corners of your eyes where the tears don't come out at.
Oh man, what a joke.
She's going, looking around, going, they all know I'm a whore.
Been through a lot. In Charlie's memory, we must all come together to reaffirm that America is one nation under God, and we must totally reject political violence of any kind.
Would that include regime change?
We love religion, and we
before he
love
said something.
bringing it back, and it's coming back at levels that nobody actually thought possible. It's really a beautiful thing to see. Above all, unleashing America's promise requires keeping our communities safe. We have made incredible strides, yet dangerous repeat offenders continue to be released by pro-crime Democrat politicians again and again.
Pro-crime.
We're honored to be joined tonight by a woman who's been through hell, Anya Zaretsky. In 2022, she and her beautiful daughter, so beautiful, what a beautiful young woman. Irina fled war-torn Ukraine to live with relatives near Charlotte, North Carolina. And by the way, what's going on with Charlotte? Last summer, 23-year-old Irina was riding home on the train when a deranged monster who had been arrested over a dozen times and was released through no cash bail, stood up and viciously slashed a knife through her neck and body. No one will ever forget there were people on that train. No one will ever forget the expression of terror on Irina's face as she looked up at her attacker in the last seconds of her life. She died instantly. She had escaped a brutal war only to be
Oh, he's talking about that fake train stabbing, right?
in through open borders.
Yeah.
Mrs. Zaretsky, tonight I promise you we will ensure justice for your magnificent daughter, Irina.
This whole fucking reality feels fake, like AI at this
I
point.
know, I know, I know.
How do you not stand? How do you not stand? I'm asking this Congress to pass tough legislation to ensure that violent and dangerous repeat offenders are put behind bars, and importantly, that they stay there.
That's chafing his diaper that they won't stand.
How do you not stand Epstein survivors?
Yeah.
mention that, Trump.
Get up on
Starting
your
last
feet, you
summer,
lazy
I deployed our
assholes.
National Guard and federal law.
What is it? What did you say?
Oh, I said, get up on your get up on your feet, you lazy asshole survivors.
Yeah, right.
Louisiana, big success. And our nation's capital itself, Washington, D.C., where we have almost no crime anymore in Washington, D.C. How did that happen?
His hair does look pink.
In fact, crime in Washington is now at the lowest level ever recorded, and murders in D.C. this January were down close to 100% from a year ago.
If it is AI, at least they don't have to do diaper changes. Maybe that's what they did.
Oh, they do virtual diaper changes.
They don't like to hear
That's
that.
a union job. You
One
can't
of
step
sick
on that.
people, one of the brave service members who helped achieve this stunning turnaround was 20-year-old West Virginia Army National Guard Specialist Sarah Beckstrom. After a 4-month deployment, she voluntarily extended her service, and her rank was going to be lifted.
This is joint. This chat right here says, never seen a guy emotionally exploit so many people with horrific stories for personal gain. Truly a 1 in a million despicable human.
Afghanistan, shouldn't have been in our country. And all because she wore the uniform of our nation, she was shot. He traveled here because he didn't like people wearing our uniform. He was sick and deranged, shouldn't have been in our country.
Shouldn't have been no National Guard on the street. They're against posse comitatus, asshole.
Her wonderful parents, Gary and Evalie. Your daughter was a true American patriot, and she will be greatly missed. She was a great person. I saw reports on her. They've never seen anything like it.
Tug at the heartstrings.
That's all the fuck this is. It's him glomming off of other
Sorry.
people's
Thank you very
tragedies.
much. She's a great young lady. I saw reports that were like, perfect. She was perfect. Serving alongside Sarah that day was Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf. The terrorist shot Andrew in the head, and no one thought he could possibly make it. The two of them, Sarah and Andrew, both shot violently in the head. Neither was expected to make it. They weren't even given a chance, except his wonderful mother, named Melody, who I spoke to the same night.
Red got me bricked.
And she was so positive. The doctors thought that Andrew was gone. But his mother said, no, Mr. President, Andrew will be fine. He's going to make it. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, he was given almost no chance. She said, I have no doubt, sir, he's going to be okay. This was a conversation that I had with her that night, with her son laying helplessly in bed, blood all over. Everybody is praying, she said, sir, he will be okay. The doctors didn't understand what she was saying. And after looking at the results of the damage done, neither did I. She was so strong and conclusive that even Andrew's great father felt she didn't really understand the gravity of the situation. But she turned out to be right. Right, Melody? She turned out.
The fuck does this have to do with the country? Nothing.
I didn't understand what the fuck he said there.
I don't know what he's talking about either. Look at this poor fucker.
Oh, geez, that looks like extra large. That beef.
That's the guy that got shot, I guess. Look at that.
How does this help any Americans that are tuned in watching?
Tell you what would do the best for this whole fucking speech right now would be like a fucking big napalm bomb.
Amazing,
Just
actually.
woof.
Where does this
Just
woman come
woof.
from? She must
You know?
Mixed with sewage, raw sewage.
With God's help, Andrew has
They'll
battled
get
back
that when
from
Trump
the
goes.
edge of death. And we're talking about the edge of death. On his way to a miraculous recovery. He's got a little work to do, but he's doing great. Nice to see you. He's a good-looking guy. Nice to see you. Thanks, Andrew. Thank you very much.
Tell
So
us
they
about Lake
stand again.
Michigan.
That's fuck.
So, Andrew, while you're up, now I'm going to ask a highly respected General James Seward to present Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf and the great family of Sarah Beckstrom with the award created by our late great President George Washington himself. It's called the Purple Heart.
The purple fart.
That's the easiest medal to get.
They hand it out like candy to the babies that they eat. You don't even have to be an award to get a Purple Heart. You just what is going on here?
Yeah, they weren't in combat.
I think his wife was in combat with a buffet before this, but
yeah, no doubt, right?
We love you all. Love you.
You're in
We're
combat
proudly
with the
restoring
Golden
safety
Golden
for
Corral
Americans
staff.
at home, and we are also restoring security for Americans abroad. Our country has never been stronger. In my first 10 months, I ended 8 wars, including Cambodia. Isn't it funny? Sick people.
they buy the Purple
Cambodia and
Heart.
Thailand,
China.
Pakistan and India would have been a
Timu.
nuclear war. 35 million people said
Oh, shut the fuck up.
the
No,
Prime
really.
Minister of Pakistan would have died if it were not for my involvement. Kosovo and Serbia, Israel and Iran, Egypt
I'm
and
so
Ethiopia,
wonderful. I'm so
Armenia
great.
and Azerbaijan, the Congo and Rwanda,
Oh, yeah.
and of course the war in Gaza, which proceeds at a very low level. It's just about there. And I want to thank Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner for your help. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Jared.
I'd laugh if Trump said, "Here you go, everybody gets a 33-cent made in China, sold on Timu Purple Heart tonight
Yeah,
for
no shit.
surviving the shit show."
So, just kind of going over that with the Purple Heart thing, that's if you're wounded in combat. Those people were not in combat.
Not anymore.
So what happens if a soldier gets mugged and killed, or just stabbed and mugged or something? Does they get a Purple Heart for that? No. It's all about just all these fucking people are nothing but symbolism over substance. It's always, I don't give a fuck left or right. It's always symbolism over substance. Not one of these fucking little tales that he's told has anything to do with how the country is running. He came on and lied and said, oh yeah, our economy is the best it's ever been. We're winning and the world is jealous of us. No, the world hates us. Okay, he rattled sabers with every fucking one in the world.
It means about as much at this point
What
as
is it?
those. It means about as much at this point as those smiley face stamps and stickers teachers will give you in elementary school.
Ooh,
They'd
gold
stamp out on a
star.
kid's paper.
Yep. Ooh, I got a smiley face.
Nobody thought it was possible. Nobody thought that was possible. Both living and dead. And those parents who had a dead son, their boy, they'd always tell me their boy, they wanted him as much as though he were living. It was an amazing period of time. And they came back, and when we got all of the living hostages back, and many, many before them, but I always said those last 20 are going to be very tough, but we got many, many more, hundreds. But I said those last 20 are going to be tough. We got them back. But we only got back 14 or 15 of the dead of the 28. And believe it or not, Hamas worked along with Israel, and they dug and they dug and they dug. It's a tough It's a tough thing to do, going through bodies all over, passing up 100 bodies sometimes for each one that they found. Tough job. And they finally got it back to 27. And then Steve.
So he's admitting right there that it was a horrific fucking murder, that they had to dig through bodies to find the right bodies.
Of the 28th, they were so grieved, but they were so happy as it's possible to be. They had their boy back. The mother said, "Sir, we have our boy back." What a period of time that was, but we got them all back. So thank you both very much. Great job.
State of the Union of America.
And that woman probably never said that.
And we're working very hard to end the ninth war, the killing and slaughter between Russia and Ukraine, where 25,000 soldiers are dying each and every month. Think of that, 25,000 soldiers are dying a month. A war which would have never happened if I were president. Would have never happened.
Oh, fuck you.
As president, I will make peace wherever I can, but I will never hesitate to confront threats to America wherever we must. That's why in a breakthrough operation last June, the United States military obliterated Iran's nuclear weapons program with an attack on Iranian soil known as Operation Midnight Hammer.
So if you obliterated it, why are you there now?
Good. For decades, it had been the policy of the United States never to allow Iran to obtain a nuclear weapon. Many decades. Since they seized control of that proud nation 47 years ago, the regime and its murderous proxies have spread nothing but terrorism and death and hate. They've killed and maimed thousands of American service members and hundreds of thousands and even millions of people with what's called roadside bombs. They were the kings of the roadside bomb. And we took out Soleimani. I did that during my first term. Had a huge impact. He was the father of the roadside bomb.
Clap as directed.
And just over the last couple of months with the protests, they've killed at least, it looks like 32,000 protests, 32,000 protesters in their own country. They shot them and hung them.
How do we know that?
We stopped them from hanging a lot of them with the threat of serious violence. But this is some terrible people. They've already developed missiles that can threaten Europe and our bases overseas, and they're working to build missiles that will soon reach the United States of America. After Midnight Hammer, they were warned to make no future attempts to rebuild their weapons program, and in particular, nuclear weapons. Yet they continue, starting it all over. We wiped it out. And we're going to start all over again. And are at this moment again pursuing their sinister ambitions. We are in negotiations with them. They want to make a deal, but we haven't heard those secret words. We will never have a nuclear weapon. My preference.
Fear porn. Fear programming.
Yep.
Fear mongering. How many babies has he eaten with Netanyahu?
Diplomacy. But one thing is certain, I will never allow the world's number one sponsor of terror, which they are by far, to have a nuclear weapon. Can't let that happen.
That's right. And since you obliterated their facility, then there's no worry, right?
And no nation should ever doubt America's resolve. We have the most powerful military on earth. I rebuilt the military in my first term. We're going to continue to do so. Also, we just approved $1 trillion budget. We have no choice. We have to be strong. because hopefully we will seldom have to use this great power that we built together. It's really called peace through strength, and it's been very, very effective.
Eating more babies gives them more strength, they believe.
In other words, if we're just going to beat you up if you don't do what we say.
Two Republicans in Congress were investing that record number of dollars, have no choice, in the United States Armed Forces. Also creating a lot of jobs, but we're not even doing it for that reason. Because as I said, we have more jobs, more people working today than ever before in the history of our country. And NATO countries are friends and allies. They are. They're our friends and they're our allies, have just agreed at my very strong request to pay 5% of GDP for military defense rather than the 2%, which they weren't paying. We were paying for almost all of NATO. Now they're paying 5 as opposed to not paying 2. And getting that 5% was something which everyone said would never be done, could not happen. We got it really easily with one meeting. And big difference between 2% that's not paid. We were paying the freight of many of them. Very few were paid up. Now 5%, then they're paid. And everything we send over to Ukraine is sent through NATO, and they pay us in full. They pay us totally in full. Every branch of our armed forces is setting records for recruitment. This is so exciting. And every service member recently.
Right.
What a load of shit.
Okay, setting records for recruitment. They lowered the requirement. They lowered it because they weren't getting the enlistment. And so now anything above that lowered amount is considered a bonus.
You know, they put it on my desk. We got the money from tariffs and other things, a lot of money we have. We have much more money than people understand. Have to rebuild that program a little bit, but it won't take long. But we got the money, and it was $1,775, and they wanted my approval. And I said, what's the number? $1,775. I said, wait a minute. For one more dollar, we can have $1,776. It's going to I said, we're going to figure that. I never asked anybody if we could afford it. One more dollar. I said, $1,776. And I said, that's good. And I'll tell you what, our military, that was 4 months ago, our military, I never see a person in the military that doesn't thank me for it. So we're honored to do it.
Bullshit.
They deserve it. And we call it 1776. It was great. And we love our military. We love our law enforcement. We love our firemen. You know, the firemen don't get mentioned enough. We love our firemen. We're also
clapping stand for the fucking firemen too. Jesus Christ. And don't forget about the milkman. Everybody, don't forget about the milkman. Everybody stand up and fucking clap for the milkman. And oh yeah, the cable guy. Don't forget about that guy.
Clap for the dancing nurses too.
Yeah.
A one-time stimulus.
Clap and
national
bang your
interest
pots
and
and
defend our
pans.
country from
Y'all ain't never going to see that 1776. I can tell you that right now.
It's a one-time
territory
stimulus.
in our region, including large parts of Mexico, really large parts of Mexico, have been controlled by murderous drug cartels. That's why I designated these cartels as foreign terrorist organizations, and I declared illicit fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction.
That was for the military people only, though, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he was talking about that.
And with our new military,
you know, that money that everybody going to get Doge benefits or whatever.
Yeah.
That ain't never going to happen.
No, that's not going to happen. But that 1776 thing was for the military families. Like, that's going to help a family of 4.
Right.
Here's your $1,700. Don't spend it all in one place.
The PX.
Down one of the most sinister cartel kingpins of all. You saw that yesterday. In January, In January, elite American warriors carried out one of the most complex, spectacular feats of military competence and power in world history. No one's seen anything like it. Foreign leaders, I won't tell you who, called me and they said, very impressive, very impressive.
No, they did not. No, they did not.
This is a different
Called you and condemned you for it.
go when we fought to tie. It's a great fighting force. I'm so proud of it.
He's
Look
getting
at
a boner.
Space Force. Space Force is my baby because we did that. My baby. It's becoming so important.
His baby.
You guys are fucking national embarrassment.
Spaceballs.
Good God, what the fuck are they standing up and clapping about now?
And America's armed forces overwhelmed
I was going to say, I
all
thought that fat one
defenses
stayed
and utterly
standing up.
defeated an enemy, good fighters, to end the reign of outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro and bring him to face American justice.
Yeah, how's that going? How's that
Stand up,
going? How come they don't show up on the Department of Corrections fucking website? What's up?
Absolutely colossal victory for the security of the United States, and it also opens up a bright new beginning for the people of Venezuela. We're working closely with the new president of Venezuela, Delcy Rodriguez, to unleash extraordinary economic gains for both of our countries and to bring new hope to those who have suffered so terribly. They really did suffer. With us tonight is Alejandro Gonzalez. She grew up in a tight-knit Venezuelan family and was especially close to her beloved uncle Enrique. But after Enrique ran for office and opposed Maduro, he was kidnapped by Maduro's security forces and thrown into the regime's really infamous prison in Caracas. Alejandro feared she would never see her uncle again. She feared for her own life also. But since the raid, we have worked with the new leadership, and they have ordered the closure of that vile prison and released hundreds of political prisoners already, with more to come. Alejandro, I'm pleased to inform you that not only has your uncle been released, but he is here tonight. We brought him over to celebrate his freedom with you in person. Enrique, please come down.
That's as real as Space Force.
Yeah.
They just got him out. It's a surprise for you.
Well, this is just like one of them fucking reunion shows there that they have. They got it all going on in this joint.
Thank you, Enrique. Have a good time. Nice to have you back, Enrique. There were many heroes on that January raid to capture Maduro. Really great heroes.
Oh, yeah.
It was very dangerous. They knew we were coming. They were all set. But the deeds of one warrior that night will live forever.
How'd they know you were coming?
Chronicles of military valor. Chief Warrant Officer 5, Eric Slover, planned the mission and was the flight lead in the cockpit of the first helicopter. A big, beautiful, powerful helicopter. It was a massive Chinook carrying, as you can imagine,
He's thinking about penis right now. You know that, right?
fighters. Wearing the dog tags, his wife Amy had blessed with holy water before he left. She knew it was going to be a rough one. Eric steered the Chinook under the cover of night and descended swiftly upon Maduro's heavily protected military fortress. This was a major military installation, protected by thousands of soldiers and guarded by Russian and Chinese military technology. How did that work out? Not too good. While preparing to land, enemy machine guns fired from every angle, and Eric was hit very badly in the leg and hip, one bullet after another. He absorbed 4 agonizing shots, shredding his leg. And
Wait. We were told there were no casualties. Remember, right after there was no casualties, nobody got hurt, blah, blah, blah. And now they're talking about bullets ripping through this guy's hip.
Flying a
Yep,
helicopter
perfect mission.
to deliver the many commandos who would capture and detain Maduro was the only thing Eric was thinking about. Then, even as he was gushing blood, which was flowing back down the aisle, helicopter lands at a steep angle. The machine gun stood right in front of him. They were right in front of him, 2 machine gunners who escaped the wrath of the previous
Trump
planes.
was right there to witness it. He knows
Eric
what happened.
maneuvered his helicopter with all of those lives and souls to face the enemy and let his gunners eliminate the threat. Turned the helicopter around so the gunners could
Trump was an
take
eyewitness
care of
on
his-
scene. He
saving
knows
the
it all.
lives of his fellow warriors from what could have been a catastrophic crash deep in enemy territory. Only after safely landing the helicopter with all the warriors aboard in the exact right spot, which was vital to the mission. We probably would have had to maybe cancel the mission if that didn't happen. Eric told his co-pilot, also wounded, but not as gravely, to take over. I'm about ready to pass out. The success of the entire mission and the lives of his fellow warriors hinge on Eric's ability to take the searing pain. It was unbelievable what's happened to his legs of the bullets and keep on flying and landing, and people knew what was happening. Everybody in the back of the helicopter knew because they saw the blood pouring down the aisle. Chief Warrant Officer Slover is still recovering from his serious wounds, but I'm thrilled to say that he is here tonight with his wife,
This is
Amy,
incredible
Eric,
storytelling.
and Amy, come on in.
Behind door number 3, everyone. Another
I know,
surprise
right?
guest.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Elvis Presley.
Can they give Trump a Purple Heart at least for his storytelling? It's like he was right there on the helicopter to witness the whole thing. Trump the machine gunner.
Some guy in Venezuela going, I knew I hit that son of a bitch. He's getting ready to get a CMH. You see that?
So we have a surprise for Eric and Amy. In recognition of Eric's actions above and beyond the call of duty, I
Call
would
of
now
duty.
like to ask General Jonathan Braga to present Chief Warrant Officer Slover with our nation's highest military award, the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Roll the credits already.
Right.
Let's see who the script writers are.
What a drama.
I'll shit my pants now, just like the president. I'm so proud.
I got shot in the legs, but they missed my nuts.
I can still raise the flagpole.
Those are my magic legs.
All right, that's good. Let's turn around and sit the fuck
Well,
down.
thank you very
Get
much,
through this.
Eric and Amy. Great to get to know
Where
you.
is
I met
Forrest
with
Gump?
them
He's
and
gotta
with a
show
lot
up
of
on
their
this- on
fellow
this.
warriors at Fort Bragg recently. You notice the name Fort Bragg. We have it back. We brought it back. We won the First World War with it, the Second World War with it, and then they decided to change the name. So we changed it back. Everybody wanted a change back then.
Wow,
And
cool.
10 of Eric's fellow warriors from that incredible night of victory will also be receiving medals at a private ceremony that will soon be held at the White House. And
Give them all Purple Hearts. Every one of them.
Everybody look under your seat. It's a Purple Heart for everyone.
From
You
Team
get a
made in
Purple
China.
Heart. You get a Purple Heart.
33 cents each.
It's kind of surprising that he didn't name it Fort Trump.
Yeah, right. That'd be about the fucking thing. That's his speed.
Wouldn't it be hilarious
Thank
if
you,
somebody
Eric.
hacked in
That's a big
with
one.
AI and put Forrest Gump beside him?
Tonight we've celebrated many
Yeah.
truly extraordinary American patriots, but there is one last living legend to honor before we go.
I gotta
He
pee.
is one more heroic American aviator, Navy fighter pilot. Royce Williams served in World War II, Korea, Vietnam, flying more than 220 missions. In the skies over Korea in 1952, Royce was in the dogfight of a lifetime, legendary dogfight.
Here we
Flying
go.
through blizzard conditions, his squadron was ambushed by 7 Soviet fighter planes. It was his first aerial combat of the war, and despite being massively outnumbered and outgunned, Royce led the takedown of 4 enemy jets and almost destroyed the others, vanquishing his adversaries
One
while
shot.
taking 263 bullets to his own plane and being seriously hurt.
They counted
His
them
story
all.
was secret for over
263.
50 years. He didn't even want to tell his wife, but the legend grew and grew. But tonight, at 100 years old,
Like
this brave
Sasquatch.
Navy captain is finally getting the recognition he deserves. He was a legend long before this evening. Royce, please stand up, and I will ask the First Lady of the United States to present Captain Royce Williams with his Congressional Medal of Honor.
You're starting this.
It's about damn time.
We get them cheap because we buy them in bulk. See, so
Yeah, they
Starting
get
to-
them on TV from
write them
China.
off on my taxes and shit. And plus, while we're doing all this fucking shit, you're not talking about me fucking 13-year-olds. You know?
Yeah, keep the focus on this. This old guy.
It's got to be about over. He's starting to spit his words.
Yeah. He's got to poop.
I'm gonna have to. Star run for him.
Oh, that one was Melania.
Yeah, that's
She stood up
he's a
and let
movie
one
star
rip.
now. He's a movie
He's
star
letting
now.
them rip now.
Where am I at? Is it pudding time? Is it tapioca tonight?
Time does Judge Judy come on? Damn it! You hear him yell,
Is that-
"Grenade!"
is that
and he hit the ground.
Melania? Is that Bruce Jenner beside me?
Right? Baron looks like the kind of kid that rips the wings off butterflies, you know?
It's definitely missing a chromie.
Yeah, something ain't right there. He's probably a criminal too. Learning. He's learning.
No, he catches criminals, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Can we get a medal if we're not
Thank you, Royce,
satanic
and thank
baby
you, Eric.
eaters? Or
I've always
do we
wanted
have
the
to eat kids?
Congressional Medal of Honor, but I was informed I'm not allowed to give it to myself, and I wouldn't know why I'd be taking it. But
what the fuck?
if they ever open up that law, I will be there with you someday. But you know, that's our highest honor, Congressional Medal of Honor. and
Give
that's a
one to
big thing,
yourself,
and
Trump.
It's an honor to be in the same room with you. Thank you both very much.
Dude, he was actually talking about that the other day, about giving himself the Congressional Medal of Honor.
He could put one on himself right through his feet. That would be hilarious.
Thank you. 250 years is a long time in the life of a nation, but in another
Not
sense,
really.
it's really a mere moment in the eye of history. Two of the gentlemen we met in the gallery this evening took their first breaths 1 century ago, 100 years
Oh,
before
let's
that,
stand
on
and
July
clap and give them a fucking
4th,
medal.
1826,
They
the
didn't
author of
die.
the Declaration of Independence, brilliant, Thomas Jefferson, drew his last breath. Just a single long human lifespan separates the giants who declared and won our independence from the heroes who stand among us tonight. Everything our nation has done, everything we have achieved, has been the work of those few great lifetimes. In those brief chapters, Americans built this nation from 13 humble colonies into the pinnacle of human civilization and human freedom, the strongest, wealthiest, most powerful, most successful nation in all of history. Americans ventured out across the daunting and dangerous continent. We carved paths through an unforgiving wilderness, settled a boundless frontier, and tamed the beautiful but very, very dangerous Wild West. From empty marshes and wide open plains, we raised up the world's greatest cities. Together, we mastered the world's mightiest industries and shattered history's monstrous tyrannies. And we liberated millions from the chains of fascism, communism, oppression, and terror. Americans lifted humanity into the skies on the wings of aluminum and steel. And then we launched mankind into the stars on rockets powered by sheer American will and unyielding American pride. We wired the globe with our ingenuity. We captivated the planet with American culture. And now we are pioneering the next great American breakthroughs that will change the entire world. All of this and so much more is the enduring legacy, unmatched glory of the hardworking patriots who built and defended this country and who still carry the hopes and freedoms on all of humanity's backs. For years, they were forgotten, betrayed, and cast aside. But that great betrayal is over, and they will never be forgotten again. Because when the world needs courage, daring, vision, and inspiration, it is still turning to America. And when God needs a nation to work his miracles, he knows exactly who to ask. There is no challenge Americans cannot overcome, no frontier too vast for us to conquer, no dream too bold for us to chase, no horizon too distant for us to claim. For our destiny is written by the hand of providence, and these first 250 years were just the beginning. From the rugged border towns of Texas to the heartland villages of Michigan, from the sun-kissed shores of Florida to the endless fields of the Dakotas, and from the historic streets of Philadelphia to right here in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., the golden age of America is upon us.
You forgot
The
Toledo.
revolution that began in 1776 has not ended. It still continues because the
Toledo.
flame of liberty and independence still burns in the heart of every American patriot. And our future will be bigger, better, brighter, bolder, and more glorious than ever before. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
We have a code brown. We have a code brown.
He ended with a glorious fart and shitting himself again.
You know, he hulks forward like that. That's
yeah.
frontal temporal dementia.
That was a smelly, smelly ending.
Ooh, look at Vance. He's going up.
I think he managed to mention the globe and the planet in one sentence.
Yeah, I think he did.
I think
he stood up there for all that time and didn't say fucking shit. You know what I mean?
He just spewed it. He didn't say it. He just spewed it out his ass.
Yep.
Like a manure spreader on a field, just shooting it out.
Well,
and people buy that shit. That's what's just mind blowing to me. People boomers watching their TVs or
Oh, that
nodding
fat
their
girl's
head.
getting on him. Look at there. Hang on, I got this
Miss
set
Piggy.
for wide angle, Mr.
Yeah,
President.
there's Miss Piggy. Oh man.
I got this set for wide angle.
How many babies could she eat before she's full?
I don't know, but she shoved at least 3 tits onto him. Damn. What up?
People can watch that for hours and not realize it's theater. That's what's incredible.
Oh, they think that shit's for real. They'll go, oh, well, shit. It must be something wrong with my area because the president said that we got the best economy ever in the whole world. And that
Everything's
we're
going
winning.
down.
And, it's like everything's wonderful and shit.
The cost
Here
of
we go.
eggs, the cost of energy, it's all dropping. There's no inflation.
No, that's figment of your imagination. What are you talking about? What inflation? He thinks he's doing the Jedi mind trick on you. Eggs are not overly expensive.
Except
Gas
for
prices have
us
come
too,
down.
it works on most people. It's just incredible.
Yeah, this guy had it because I'll tell you what, man, there was a lot of people not there. And on the left side, he wasn't aware of that, didn't realize those were survivors, I guess. And of course, why are they going to stand for what your baby raping ass?
Maybe he knew. Maybe he was purposefully shitting on them.
Might have been.
I mean, he's
He's
part
an
of the
asshole.
Epstein thing. Maybe he was taking shots at the survivors.
Oh dang, I missed the end.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't
He
special.
walked around and shook some hands and what in the world? Hold on.
He greased Miss Piggy at the end.
Oh, they just said that was the longest State of the Union address in the nation's history.
It
Of
seemed
course
like
it was. He's got to have that.
Yeah, all he did was say, how wonderful he is and a bunch of other shit that's not true.
You know that was purposeful, so he can boast about that. I had the longest State of the Union address. It's all.
That's twice he's floated that idea of giving himself the fucking CMH. It's twice.
Is it any different?
Longest, best State of the Union ever, and all the toilets in there overflowed in that place.
That was just like the USS Gerald Ford, and it's spewing of shit. That's some horrible.
State of the Union.
Wait, what did I do here? Oh, wait a minute. I know what I've done. I done that. There we go. Now I can do it.
I could just picture Netanyahu and Trump celebrating eating babies over that one.
Oh God. I don't know how that guy can even hold his face up in public at knowing what people know,
Yeah.
God, I'd have to crawl away.
Praising Israel and people just, they don't get it.
I know.
They can't understand.
Oh yeah, we're so happy about fucking Israel. God damn it.
The State of the Union's tonight, and boy, is it going to be a shit show. Like worse than the last one, and the last one was really, really bad. The last one was perhaps the worst of all time, but I can do worse. You just watch me. In fact, a bunch of Democrats aren't even going to it, but that's not what Trump's thinking about today. I don't think this is what's got him upset, and I think he is upset today. But I think he might be upset because NPR released a story that the Justice Department withheld and removed some Epstein files related to Trump. And by some, like a lot. They report the Justice Department has withheld some Epstein files related to allegations that President Trump SA'd a minor. An NPR investigation find it also removed some documents from the public database where accusations against Jeffrey Epstein also mentioned Trump. Some files have not been made public despite a law mandating their release. These include what appears to be more than 50 pages of FBI interviews and notes from conversations with a woman who accused Trump of SA decades ago when she was a minor. It goes on that House Oversight Committee ranking member Robert Garcia released a statement saying, yesterday I reviewed unredacted evidence logs at the Department of Justice. Oversight Democrats can confirm that the DOJ appears to have illegally withheld FBI interviews with this survivor who accused President Trump of heinous crimes. When asked for comment, the White House spokeswoman told NPR that Trump, quote, has done more for Epstein victims than anyone before him, close quote.
What?
Like what? Calling it a Democrat hoax? Screaming and yelling and threatening at Republicans if they dare support the release of those files? Get fucked. Hey, remember how I said a bunch of Democrats are skipping tonight? At least one isn't, and that's Ro Khanna, one of the men responsible for the Epstein files being legally mandated to be released in the first place. And you can bring a guest to the State of the Union, and he's bringing Haley Robson, who's an Epstein survivor. That's who's going to be his guest. It sometimes takes a while. But the truth always manages to claw its way out from the shadows and into the light. And when it does, some heads are going to roll.
True. I doubt that.
I wish they would roll.
What?
I wish some heads would roll. He said some heads are going to roll. They should, but I honestly think Trump pointed at the Epstein survivors and said, shame on you, because they spoke up and showed up.
Maybe.
I think he said they should be ashamed because he knew they were Epstein survivors.
It's more just another laugh in the face of them, pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah, he's spitting in their
what
face, basically saying, you should be ashamed.
Yeah, they do it to us too. I mean, that's.
I think he knew what I think he knew what the fuck he was doing.
Most likely. Yeah, they knew that was going to be the case. He knew. I mean, they know who. They all got their. They all got their
section.
They all got their. Yeah, they all got their seating places there in that Congress, and that he knows which ones are there and which ones are missing. And then obviously a bunch were missing and a bunch were.
And they would have showed him a map and said the survivors are going to be over here. When you look out there, Donnie boy, they're going to be to this section.
They already get the playbook. Like he already knows what he's going to talk about before he goes in there. The whole thing's a script anyway. So
sure.
They know all about this stuff.
It's all theater. It's all scripted.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's set up to enrage certain people and to get others clapping like seals.
Yep.
And they nod their heads and clap.
Well, I got a little song for us here, and it's not Taste the Biscuit, so don't worry.
Oh, thank God.
This is in commemoration of the sailors in the Middle East right now.
I'm trying to fight a war, but I gotta go poop. My butt's feeling sore like the rest of the troop. I need to shoot missiles as I'm assigned, but I have to shoot other stuff from my behind.
Doobie-doobie-doo, bum bum bum. Doobie-doobie-doo, bum bum bum.
I'm trying to fight a war, but I'm stuck in a queue. Don't wanna be a bore, but the whole damn crew is standing in front as I wait for the hit, with every other brunt in a bed full of lid.
Doobie-doobie-doo, bum bum bum. Doobie-doobie-doo, bum bum bum.
I gotta fight Iran, but I need the pee. The master plan's gotta wait for me. Get back to your seat, Joe says the Sarge. I said to him, I got stuff to discharge. Doobie-doobie-doo, bum bum bum. Doobie-doobie-doo, bum bum bum.
Gotta spend more trillions on toilets.
$13 billion aircraft carrier.
I'm trying to fight a war, but I gotta go poop. My butt's feeling sore like the rest of the troop. I need to shoot missiles as I'm assigned, but I have to shoot other stuff from my behind.
Doobie-doobie-doo, bum bum bum. Doobie-doobie-doo, bum bum bum.
It's all gone to shit.
Doobie-doobie-doo, bum bum bum. Doobie-doobie-doo, bum bum bum. Doobie-doobie-doo, bum bum bum.
Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. That's where the money went. They just flushed it down and said, "Here, we'll just."
Well, it
put all
doesn't
this
have what all systems should have is redundancy.
Yeah.
Okay. If this goes out, this other handles it. You know, that kind of a thing.
Well, the government has tons of redundancy.
Yeah, it was made by the lowest bidder. It was fucking, the lowest bidder. So that was the cheapest toilets they could put in that motherfucker. And it all works off. It's a vacuum. It's supposed to, I don't know why you need a vacuum toilet. What the fuck is that for? So you can be like the space guys or some shit? Come on, man.
Dishonorable discharge.
Those
just
those
another
are Space Force toilets.
Another affirmation of why I joined the Army and not the Navy. Not that anyone's good, but I'm just saying.
I think the toilets have Space Force right on them. There's a badge on them.
Oh, it's 11:11. How about that? It is 11:11. There's
11:11.
Well, make a wish in the future for me.
Yeah, there you go. That's right. Not for you. For you. For us,
They said that's the longest State of the Union shit ever. That was a turd the length of the Mississippi, I think, that Trump shot out for over 2 hours.
Secret Service is back here drawing straws to see who's going to have to throw Donnie up on the changing table this time. Give me the wet wipes, damn it. Drew that short straw. I think you guys are cheating.
Get out the Space Force wipes, the extra strength ones.
Yeah, the extra strength.
In the U.S. and Israel's never-ending pursuit of looking for justification to go to war with Iran, they've decided to spin the block on accusations of weapons of mass destruction. The U.S. is claiming that Iran is rebuilding its nuclear program despite talks with Trump, of course, insinuating that a nuclear program in Iran is meant to create nuclear weapons. Specifically, Jafar Sadeh, deputy director of the Washington office of the National Council of Resistance for Iran, said that newly released satellite images also prove the regime has accelerated its efforts to restore its $2 trillion uranium enrichment facility. Now, Mr. Jafar Sadeh said that Iran is rebuilding the nuclear sites in preparation for war, despite engaging in talks with the Trump administration. First of all, my guy, your name is Jafar. I don't want to hear, nor am I trusting anything you have to say, especially when you are here parroting talking points for the United States and Israel like Yaga. But more importantly, there is actually zero proof that Iran is making nuclear weapons. Iran has made it clear that since engaging in the talks, they haven't enriched any uranium. And they've also made it clear once again that if and when they do continue to enrich nuclear uranium, it will be in the pursuit of peaceful projects, not nuclear weapons, unfortunately for the rest of us. So where is the United States pulling this information from? I want you to walk to the mirror. I want you to turn around real quick, look over, look down, and that's exactly where they're pulling the information from. Out of their ass. The same place they pulled the claim that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction right before they decided to go to war with him. Mike Pompeo even tried to claim in a recent interview with Fox News that Iran has been lying to everyone. Why should we believe them if they're not enriching nuclear uranium? They've lied to everyone, including the IAEA, which is not true. That is not happening.
The Ayatollah and that regime have spent decades lying to their own people and to the world, and frankly to the IAEA as well, right? They've been cheating on all the commitments that they've made over all this time. So the fact that the Ayatollah would come up and try and propagandize to convince his own people that they had won something where they frankly had failed so desperately is unsurprising to me.
But you know who has lied to everybody? The U.S. when they claimed that Iran had nuclear weapons and was making nuclear weapons. Israel when they claimed that Iran had nuclear weapons and was making nuclear weapons, and that was the reason why they were choosing to attack Iran. The United States, again, when they decided to leave the JCPOA, despite the fact everyone knew Iran was acting within accordance of the agreement. And they decided to use the United States leaving the JCPOA to justify putting sanctions on Iran after. Funny enough, the only country out of the three that hasn't blatantly lied and cooperated with every agreement that was put on the table in front of them is Iran. So why in the hell would we believe two countries that have a tendency to lie just to start wars because you showed us some damn pictures of some dirt? Sorry, bro, we're not falling for that no more. Like, y'all need to put more efforts into your propaganda because we don't believe you.
What's this thing? Milikowski. There he is. What year was this? Who put this up? Pick a year. That's any year.
What year?
Yeah. If you pick a year, it don't matter. This is where they're. This is what he says every time. He's been saying this shit since '89.
Yeah, he's pretty. Looks a little bit spry compared to now. Probably 90s or something.
He's got cancer now.
I'm sure he does.
That's what they said. He got a blood cancer.
It ain't working fast enough.
No. Let's get that sucker. Let's get. Why couldn't it be turbo? Right?
Yeah, exactly. Better get him that warp speed vaccine. Help him out.
This guy's got he's got one of them faces like them dudes. You know that dude that's in the have you seen that movie We Are the Millers?
Yeah.
Okay, you remember that kid in there with the weird face?
Yeah.
Okay.
No regrets.
Yeah. This guy looks like him.
I'm going to have to be really careful how we word this one. Okay, on February 21st of 2026, which was a Saturday around 7 p.m., Central City Police in Muhlenberg County in Kentucky responded to a 911 call from a driver who witnessed a man allegedly committing acts of an indecent nature with a deer on the side of the road along Philip Stone Way. Officers located this 32-year-old man named Alan Osborne, who reportedly matched the description, and found him with his pants down around his knees. And there's a lot of other descriptive language that I can't put in here because it's a little too graphic. But he was arrested on the scene and charged with certain crimes, a Class D felony in Kentucky specifically, which can carry 1 to 5 years in prison. And he was booked into Muhlenberg County Detention Center, where he has remained incarcerated since then. Oh, that's disturbing. Oh, man. I don't even want to put any more information out about it. Oh, I
mean, it's bad enough that a dude is boinking a dead deer on the side of the road. But what I think is worse is that you have to have a law about it.
Yeah, I know, right?
You know what I'm saying?
It means it ain't the first time.
Like this is a repeating occurrence. There's something in the water in Kentucky. Okay,
That guy's
calls it Kentucky Stan.
If that guy's 32, he's had a rough 32 years of life, man.
Ain't gonna get no better. I'll tell you that now.
I just got back. Did you show the Netanyahu bomb?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I said, "What year is that?" And I was like, "It don't matter. Just he says that all the time."
Yeah, for decades. I mean,
89.
it was at the UN, I believe, where he held up this cartoon bomb, and people are still falling for it. I mean, they're 90% there. They could try that. Israel could try that in the year 2150, and people would still buy it and think it's the biggest threat. It's just a joke.
Well, how come nobody's like asking? I thought the last time you bombed Iran, which was only a few months ago, that was it. You destroyed all their capabilities and everything else. And now nobody is like, okay, you know, that was the most successful.
We got to level them like Gaza until we
This
really
is the most successful mission ever, they said, though.
Yeah, they said they obliterated their nuclear capabilities. You know,
but we got to do it again. We didn't get them enough. We got to hit them again until it looks like the Gaza Strip. And I mean, it's just that's what it's like with them. They never tell the truth.
When Huckabee did that interview the other day with Tucker Carlson. He about put his foot, he stepped in shit and then put it right in his mouth. When he was asked about the Greater Israel Project, and then he pinned down into it, and Huckabee caved in and he said, yeah, that would be fine if they took it all.
So there you go. He said the quiet part out loud.
Yeah, he did. He says that would be fine.
Well, he's a Zionist. He believes that's just Greater Israel anyways.
He has to. He has to. He's in.
He must think that Iran and Gaza and Jordan and Egypt and all those places, it's probably just Israel in his mind. It doesn't have Israel written on it yet.
No, those other countries are going, wait a minute, what do you mean it's fine if they take part of my fucking country for their bullshit?
You think
fine?
You think you get that position because you're not a Zionist?
No, absolutely, gotta be. And he's a Baptist minister, so of course he's a Zion,
Judeo-Christian.
Judeo-Christian. Yeah, that's the dumbest goddamn term I've heard in a long time. Like sovereign citizen. It's like, yeah, those things don't exist,
Yeah,
Yeah, you might as well call someone an atheist Muslim. I mean,
right.
it doesn't make a damn bit of sense. Judeo-Christian.
No.
Laughable.
It's like you're either Judeo or you're a Christian. That's what differentiates the two. Guess what it is?
But they fund our parish.
Yeah, they fund our parish. So
they let us live, though. They're the only good ones in the Middle East. These tiny hats, with the wall that they hump all the time.
I know. Let's go. Hey, what are you doing, Shlomo? Oh, I was going down here to hump the wall. You want to go? Yeah, I was down for some wall humping. I don't have anything until after Shabbat, so we'll let's get a whole gang wall thing going on here.
Let's stuff some degenerate shit we wrote down in the cracks of some old wall.
Yeah.
And then when they take it out, they sweep it up into these garbage bags. I mean, it's just laughable.
Of course it's laughable. And what's even more laughable is they think that they're praying to the wall of a temple, and they're not. It was a part of a Roman fortress.
These people crave attention, and that's the only thing that keeps them going at this point is our participation in the whole thing. That's, it's like Hollywood. They're like Hollywood, once Hollywood's dying off because AI is taking over, but at the same time, it's like if they have no participation, they're not putting out a product, or if people aren't watching the product, then it dies off. But here we are giving credence to their production the whole time.
I think that's probably why they dress so freaky. They make it a point to look like a spectacle. With those stupid fucking hats and those little things that hang down at their waist and all that dumb shit.
What about the hair that comes down, the braids along the side,
the curly things down the side of their fucking gay ass
tiny hats and all the stupid stuff? It's a spectacle. It's drama. It's Hollywood. No wonder they do well at Hollywood.
They like dress up. They like playing dress up. They like hats. So I'll tell you that they got some really weird hats.
That's why the media craves war, because it gets ratings. That's all they want. That's all they want is all the eyes on them. That's all the governments want is the eyes on them. It is just the production, and we keep feeding into their production, unfortunately.
But when that song by Don Henley came out in the 80s, Dirty Laundry,
mm-hmm.
and I was like, first time I heard that, I was like, oh my God, this is a great song. This is so exactly what the fucking news media does. See the bubble-headed bleach blonde comes on at 5. She can tell you about a plane crash with a gleam in her eye. It's interesting when people die. We love Dirty Laundry. It's like, I could have been an actor, but I wound up here. I don't have to look good. I just have to be clear. Come and whisper in my ear. We love Dirty Laundry. Oh, some breaking news,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, what's happening now? Oh.
Well, that's back when songs had lyrics that had some meaning.
Yeah.
Not like these days.
Well, not all of them. We had, oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so...
Well, yeah, there's some dumb stuff,
Yeah.
but at least they're putting it was a real person. Now it's
Walk
just
like an Egyptian. What? Walk with an erection.
When I need some entertainment, I go over to my favorite comedy channel, Fox News.
This population in Palestine is hostile, it's uneducated.
See what I was telling you? This is Jesse Waters, and he's a funny guy. The Palestinians are so hostile that when we go there and we try to steal their land and kill them, they get angry. They try to fight back. So funny.
It's even more radicalized than they were at the beginning of this. I mean, now they have no homes at all.
See how funny he is? Some of you may not catch it. He's trying to make a correlation between being radicalized and having no homes at all. Some of them used to be a little bit radicalized before, so they had like a few homes. Now they are so radicalized they have no homes at all. This is like the next level of humor. Like you guys won't get it.
They're even more hateful of the Israelis.
This one requires some thinking. They hated Israelis before, but after a full-scale genocide, they hate them even more.
Yeah, imagine that.
And their birth rate is explosive.
That's why they call them terrorists. Their birth rate is so explosive that if you get caught in the middle, you will die. Like one day you're just walking down the street minding your own business, and the next thing you know, a woman has given birth to an explosive baby and you're dead.
The average Palestinian woman has 5.5 babies. The average Israeli woman has only 2.5 babies.
And that's why.
How do you have a half a baby?
Designer babies, right?
Sometimes Trump isn't that hungry. He just wants a snack.
Which
He only
half?
wants half.
Which
He just
half?
wants half.
Is it the top half or the
Yeah,
bottom?
well,
I think he's the bottom half.
Maybe
from what I
it's
heard.
split. Maybe it's split like this, left and right.
Well, he doesn't like brains as much. He likes the lower half.
Yeah, he said he didn't like brains.
He likes the butt over the brains, I think.
As long as it's cooked with a nice tent peg.
Israelis have to import people from all over the world. They're like, hey, come visit Israel. We'll pay for you. Come live with us. Settle down. It's a good place to settle.
So demographically, they're a threat, not to mention the national security threat.
And now this is the funniest way to justify a genocide. Is like they are growing too fast. Demographically, it's a big threat. We have to reduce them. Fox News, man. Where do they find these amazing
You got to wipe
comedians?
them out. They're having
No
babies
way you can
without
have these two
letting them
people
eat them all.
living side by side.
So, two groups of people. One, the Palestinians. You know, they like to get jiggy with it, if you know what I mean. You know, a little bow chicka wow wow. Very sexually active and fertile people. On the other side, you have the Israelis who seem to be having some performance issues, if you believe Jesse Waters.
They're all gay in Tel Aviv.
They seem to be more focused on
They're not having any
killing
babies. They're
than
all
on
rainbow.
creating life. Now, you put these two next to each other, it's not going to turn out well because these Israelis need more space to settle down and expand. And the only way to solve that problem, apparently, genocide. Didn't I tell you these Fox News guys are super funny? Oh, on a side note, India, we're over 2 billion now. So watch out for these Israelis, man.
Yep.
It is that bad, man.
They're having too many babies that aren't getting eaten by the ones that eat them. So they got to reduce their numbers.
Has anybody questioned whether that's stopped or not?
Whether what?
I mean, we keep complaining.
No,
about that.
it hasn't. It hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped. It's still going just as strong as it ever was.
Man.
You know, they ain't gonna stop. The only way that you're gonna stop is if we fucking stop them.
Yeah, I mean, people keep wanting to point it out, but the question is, has it stopped? And to me, it's like, no way.
Nope.
I put a gift back there for the Fox News. They're probably not here watching, but the The Fox News watchers that love to drink the Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
They love that Kool-Aid.
Like, oh, yeah.
There's the big Kool-Aid guy.
What is this here? Oh, yeah. Lindsey with his war boner. Gotta love Lindsey Graham and his war boner. The way this reporter looks at him, it's like,
Yeah.
They flattened Gaza.
Just flatten it. We flattened Berlin. We flattened Tokyo. Were we wrong to drop an atomic bomb to end the Japanese reign of terror? Were we?
This is Tokyo after the firebombing. Now, Japan was already essentially out of the war before the Allies dropped nuclear bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Oh, wait, sorry. This is Tokyo. That was Gaza. This is the city of Dresden after the Allies carpet bombed it in World War II.
To them, that's
And it's still
beautiful.
debated today whether this was a war crime or not. Sorry. This is Dresden. That was Gaza. And you can find some information here. I'll put the link there on screen as to the exact articles which make it a war crime today. And you can see what is classified as indiscriminate. And this was an addition made in 1977 to the Geneva Conventions of 1949. And even before that, you have the Hague Rules of Aerial Warfare from 1923. And you can see right here information as to why those bombings in World War II could have been war crimes. And this reminds me of the quote, "We will go down in history either as the world's greatest statesman or its worst villains," attributed to Hermann Göring, because history is written by the victors, right? And for any statesman or anyone really to sit there in today's age and say that those past atrocities were just straight black and white, good versus evil, so morally justifiable, is insane. And so let me remind you that this is a ghoul. Wait, sorry. This is a ghoul.
he is too, man. The fucking dude gets all excited about it. He wants that so bad. Yeah, he's a sick fucking guy.
He's another baby-eating creature.
He is.
Yeah. Ghoul.
Ladybug butt. What is this?
You're gonna scalp these fools like Indians used to.
For what now?
So we need to scalp these fools like the Indians used to.
No shit.
I don't know what the worst possible outcome for them could be, but that's got to be up at the top. Skin them enough to leave them alive. I don't know what we need
Bunch
to
of
do.
demons. That's what they are.
Man, I'll tell you what, it's just sickening, these people. There's that many of them, and they're all congealed together like a hive.
The Bible says we have to bless Israel or God won't bless us. Who's heard something similar? Oh yeah, gotta bless Israel or God won't bless you. Now here's the thing. The modern day nation of Israel is not a lucky rabbit's foot. As long as you rub it, God will be good to you. It doesn't work that way. But not only that, the Bible simply does not say that at all. The Bible does not say anywhere in the Bible to bless Israel, yet especially the modern day nation of Israel. And I'm going to prove to you that that statement is a lie. And there are many pastors of guys that I want to name, but I won't. Guys that if I named, many of you across the room would say, "Oh, I know that guy. Yeah, I know that guy." And they're telling Christians that we have to support war in Iran. And they're teaching hatred as a commandment of man. They're teaching Jewish fables instead of the word of God. Jesus said, "Blessed be the peacemakers." God is not a racist, and God doesn't approve of racism. This is so important. And many Christians have bought into this, and they want to hate every Arab or Palestinian because they believe they're going to be blessed being Israel's buddy, and any enemy of Israel must be my enemy. Folks, this is not in the word of God. And frankly, it's shameful. Jesus said, "Blessed be the peacemakers." He made all nations of one blood, he says in the book of Acts. One blood. There's no such thing as a race. There's human race. And yes, he divided the people, and they were spread apart. We all share the same blood. We all share the same path of salvation. It's through the Lord Jesus Christ. And racism is a wicked sin. But here, he's actually getting into saying, your pastor should not preach Jewish fables. The Christian church was persecuted by the Jews. We read this morning. They were being killed by the Jews. They were afraid of the Jews. It was the Jews that put Jesus on the cross. And by the way, I talked about this last year, HR 6090, House Resolution, Joint Resolution 6090. Now, it didn't pass, but they wanted to make it illegal to say that Jesus was killed by the Jews. And the Bible says it. They literally, this is in America.
Wow. I didn't know they wanted to make a law.
There's not enough laws yet, I guess. They have to just keep making more.
And I don't understand it. Oh, look, this is interesting that Harvard accepts a Down's syndrome student. You guys see about this?
19-year-old Joshua Morales says he still can't believe it.
You just got into Harvard and you're already talking about a doctorate. What gave you the confidence to aim that high?
Honestly, I saw Donald Trump become president. I figured if he can do that, I can be a doctor.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Was that AI?
Yeah, I don't know. They're always doing these things with this Downs kid all the time. All the time they're doing that shit.
The Downs kid looked a bit like Biden.
A little bit. Biden looked a bit like that kid with the banjo on.
The Deliverance. Yeah, the eyes, the Biden eyes. He had the same.
Are the people that we consider Downs and retarded, are they the real retards? I question that, actually.
I'll tell you what, I've worked with some. And tell you what, they're good workers.
Yeah.
They're good
I
workers.
know. They show up.
They're friendly people. They're actually good-hearted people.
Well, I was a waiter up on the mountain at the lodge up there, and there was in my station was assigned a busboy. It's a Down syndrome guy, and he did such a good job. I tipped him out every night, really good. And he come up to me and he says, "You know what the money you always give me for tips?" He says, "You know what I'm gonna get me?" I said, "What?" He said, "I'll get me a big screen TV so I can watch a Super Bowl this year." I'm like, "You go, buddy."
It's kind of similar. My buddy Sean, his relatives, I don't know if it was his aunt and uncle, it doesn't matter. But anyway, they had a son, and his name was Ricky. And it was just a small town out in Viola, Illinois. Everybody passed, unfortunately, a while back ago, but everybody knew Ricky, right? When you go into that restaurant. And like he did all the busting to the tables and checking people out and all that stuff. But anyway, like he was the same way. Like when people tipped him and stuff, he knew he was big into NASCAR, and you could ask him anything NASCAR. He knew everybody's name that ever, every car that drove. He knew all the names to which car, which guy drove and stuff. But anyway, what I was going with that is he was reliable. He was nice all the time and loyal. I mean, what more could you ask for? And it's like,
right.
Yeah, in these people that that we consider Downs and so-called retarded is like, I don't know. I question who's the real retards out here, but
yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah, I agree. When Saab said that what was the kid going to buy with that money, I almost thought for a second he was going to say a hooker.
No.
I'm glad he said a big screen TV. I didn't know what was coming.
Yeah, his name was Gary. He was a pretty cool kid. I liked him. I met some pretty wild people up there on the mountain, I'll tell you. I met some.
Pizza's ready.
That noise, I just heard that, right?
I'm sorry. Phone call. I got to get going.
My refrigerator makes a noise similar to that if it gets left open. Shit. Somebody left the fucking fridge open again.
I think my phone's calling your fridge. It's saying, I'm hungry. Feed me something.
My washer and dryer makes a little.
Thanks for having me on.
My washer and
Take
dryer
care.
plays a little song when it gets done. See ya.
Yeah, my dryer does that too. See you later,
Mhm.
Steven. This was this little story she tells never fucking happened.
The other day, I was talking to some marshals that have been partnering with ICE. They said that they had detained a cannibal and put him on a plane to take him home. And while they had him in his seat, he started to eat himself. And they had to get him off and get him medical attention. These are the kind of deranged individuals that are on our streets in America that we're trying to target and get out of our country because they are so deranged they don't belong here. And they shouldn't be walking the streets with our children. The other day I was talking.
You got the wrong ones.
Yep. What about those people that are all fucking tranked out in Philly? Just standing there, you know, all leaned over and shit.
I was just talking to somebody about that the other day. I was like, that's the real zombie apocalypse. I was like, can you get any more zombie than that?
I know.
Right? You know, I mean, they're so drugged out. I wouldn't doubt if they started like trying to chase people and eat their brains and stuff like that. But yeah, the fat bents.
How'd you like to be on this ship? Look at this.
I don't want to be on any ship.
Look at that. Look at that.
No.
Trapped in that tub with that shit too. Look at it bouncing off the wall. It's so gross.
And you know somebody screwed up and has to clean all that up, right? I think that's definitely extra duty or punishment.
Oh yeah,
duty.
all your Article 15 people
Yeah.
down there doing that.
Yeah.
Jesus, I can't even.
I can't.
That's
Yeah,
not-
it's redundant. Like you were talking about our backup. Like they didn't have a backup plan for any of this. I didn't even hear about it until just now when you talked about it.
Oh, you didn't know that they was having that problem? Oh man,
Mhm.
yeah, it's really.
I really haven't been watching much news.
Yeah, I ran across it on Twitter. I was like, no, this shit is not gonna. No. That I would. Here's this whole story about it.
The only thing I ran across is that thing I sent you about the freaking grifter Will Duffy trying to extort more money from people after he already extorted money from people.
I couldn't believe that. I'm like, what a fucking pipe.
What a jerk.
Here it says,
People are going to fall
feel
for it.
patriotic and you decide to join the mighty U.S. Navy to serve your country, but then you learn that your real mission is surviving the toilet apocalypse. This is
The planned US attack on Iran has a hitch. Most of the bomb targeting crew are busy queuing for toilets on the lead vessel, the USS Gerald R. Ford. This is not a joke. A set of emails was obtained by NPR, a US public broadcasting group, revealing that toilet wars have broken out on board the most expensive ship the US Navy ever built. And the Wall Street Journal followed up to confirm the tale today. TLDR summary: there are too few functioning toilets for 4,600 sailors, and the problem is worsening daily. Problem 1, design planners screwed up by including too few toilets for 4,000 plus sailors, leading to 45-minute queues on a daily basis. Problem 2, engineers screwed up by installing a fragile vacuum system in which a single valve breakdown on one toilet can stop all the toilets in an entire department functioning, making the queues even longer. Problem 3, some of the temporary repair operations, such as using an acid flush to clear out calcium buildups, can only be done while the ship is docked. No prospect of that. But with so many toilets out of order, too much pressure is put on the ones still working, so the problem will just spread. And the issues have already been mounting for more than a year. A March 18th, 2025 email from the engineering department sent out to all chiefs on the ship said there were 205 toilet breakdowns in 4 days, the NPR reported. Now, the ship is at the heart of U.S. overseas attack operations, working for months in waters near Venezuela to support the abduction of the country's president and the seizing of ships carrying oil to customers around the world. And the ship is now heading the planned regime change operation in Iran. Israel wants a pro-Netanyahu leader installed, as the U.S. has done in many other countries. But how can they attack Iran while staff are queuing for the loo? One result of all this is a war of words between sailors and onboard sewage staff called hull technicians, or HTs. One sewage engineering chief complained that sailors put all sorts of problematic material down the toilets. Even T-shirts were found clogging the pipes. Our sewage system is being mistreated and destroyed by sailors on a daily basis. My HTs are currently working 19 hours a day right now, trying to keep up with the demand. The US taxpayer spent $13 billion on this ship. On the plus side, it'd be delightful if the carrier's desperate lack of functioning toilets caused the attack on Iran to be cancelled or postponed. Got to look on the bright side of life, right?
They need Japanese toilets. The ones that sing a song when you open the lid and the LED lights come on and it's got a
I would
backwasher.
think that right there is a sign from God that we're not supposed to do this. Okay.
That's gonna bring a whole new set of problems in itself with all that crap. Like people are gonna be getting sick and causing diseases and all kinds of stuff. It ain't just the overflowing in the smell,
Well, a lot of people don't realize this, but during the American Civil War, more soldiers died of dysentery than died from battle.
I was gonna say that
because they didn't have proper
sanitation,
sanitation and shit. They're just shitting in the forest, Not a good thing.
No.
Not a good thing at all.
Yeah, the dysentery World War was horrible.
So I know you guys kind of like history. This is interesting here. It says an ancient 2,780-year-old Israelite tablet has finally been restored and translated. It reads, Iran is only weeks away from developing a nuclear weapon.
Somehow I knew that's what it was going to say.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, man. I'm gonna have to. You just gave me ideas.
I got a copy. Dude.
Throw that in the regular chat for me so I can grab that again.
All right.
So I didn't listen to the whole Donald Trump thing. But are we saved? Is that it? Is it the red light, green light? All systems go?
All your problems are solved.
All right,
yeah,
perfect.
the economy.
You can sleep safe.
Am I winning? Am I still winning?
Oh yeah, we're winning. We're the jealousy of the world.
I must have been winning so much that I didn't even recognize it.
Let me put this back here.
You can sleep sound tonight.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
They just need to find some new people to get rid of the snow is all. I don't know if you're buried or without power like the rest of the
I
East
would have
Coast,
suggested to the president to get toasters and moose to.
No.
Did you guys see the other day where Trump called in the C-SPAN using a name like he was somebody else?
No.
He called in on there to defend Trump. He was his name was John Barron.
John Barron. Huh?
Or yeah, his dad has done that in the past too.
Like a sock account.
Yeah, It's a boomer's equivalent of a sock account. Yeah, he called in there.
The return of John Barron. Donald Trump dusts off an oldie but a goodie. Today, like an hour ago, someone using the name John Barron, sounding exactly like Donald Trump, got on C-SPAN and rambled about how great Donnie is and how terrible everyone else is. For those of you not slightly obsessed with the rotted orange, John Barron is Donnie's totally real, totally pathetic alter ego. Now, is it possible this is just a beautiful bit of trolling by someone I now admire deeply? Yes, of course. But it's also possible it's just Donnie, because this is what he does and has done for decades. In 1980, when Donnie got in trouble for demolishing historically important sculptures that he lied and said he'd preserve, he used John Barron to answer questions rather than himself, because Donnie was too scared to talk to reporters under his real name. In 1984, he used John Barron to lie to Forbes and tell them that Donnie was really the one who built his father's empire, and that Donnie was really the one in charge, and that Donnie had way more money than he did. The Forbes reporter was so dumbfounded by this, he recorded John Barron. And my God, it is just funny to hear Donnie think this voice would confuse anyone. In the 90s, Donnie used John Barron to emotionally abuse and exploit Marla Maples. For example, he called Vanity Fair and used Barron to plant the idea that Trump was the best sex Marla ever had. It's important to note that he was married to Ivana at the time, and that this means he chose to publicly humiliate his wife by outing his own affair and then bragging about it. He also used Barron to get out of his proposal to Marla. See, he publicly proposed to her, then got cold feet, so instead of telling her, he called Vanity Fair again and told them, as Barron, that Donnie never proposed, that Marla was crazy, and that he wasn't serious about her as a partner. And then he told them that he was dating Madonna. He was not. The tape of Donnie pretending to be Barron and saying all this was then played back for Marla, who clearly identified the scumbag's very identifiably scumbaggery voice. Later in the 90s, Donnie was even forced to admit in court that he pretended to be Barron and that he had done so for years, which didn't stop him from continuing to use the name. Seemingly, he still does. Donnie is just pathetic. You can have the most powerful position on the planet, but you'll still be that little weirdo who has to make up friends to tell people how cool you are, how rich you are, and how good you are at sex, and how all the women want you. And I just love it. I'm not kidding. This is my favorite bit of Donnie Law. Just chef's kiss.
I wonder if that name shows up in any of the files.
Oh, that'd be an interesting one. Let's see. Let's see.
Or JB. Or the,
JB
or the initial
Pritzker.
G. Or the JB.
I know, I was
does
just
show up.
kidding. I was joking.
But I was thinking maybe just initials wise, if that would show up, either JB or John Barron, just to see if anything pops up on a name search.
I'm going through the emails right now. John B.A.R.
The emails.
No.
Good to see you, Cubby.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks for the mention in your video.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Hopefully, I know I've missed a bunch of people, but we'll add on as we go.
Nothing showing up in there.
Yeah, just an idea, so.
Yeah, that's it. I'll come up with something, and like the other night, I forget which one it was, but I was like, oh, I had to put that in there and see if it comes up. I got up out of bed and came in here, logged on real quick. It wasn't. I was, oh well, that's cool. At least my mind quit going again.
Gonna have a list for the list, huh?
You right?
I gotta check my list.
Well, just because there's so many of them. Yeah, sometimes just random shit shows up in there too. Like
the thing.
But Podesta did a lot of weird shit with his emails where he would talk about things that weren't related to what he was. It's like referring to something and giving it another name. The words were out of place.
Yeah.
Like walnut sauce. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's the thing about
sauce out of walnuts.
The thing about anything being out there for so long, the longer it's out there, the longer that people are able to corrupt it.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, and you're like, wait a minute, that ain't right. That was how they found out about the Obama hot dogs, the $65,000 in hot dogs and pizza. That was, and same thing. It's like they're using a word for something else that they know they can't say, so they're just using another word for it.
Yeah, that's how they do it with the geoengineering. They change it.
You can't just order outside food into the White House.
Yeah.
Okay.
It had other connotations.
They don't do that. They don't do that. Hot dogs was definitely kids, man, little boys. It was definitely. It was there was no real beef franks going on there or anything about it. You can't even bring no.
With all your guys' mentions of McDonald's, makes you wonder why Trump's so addicted to McDonald's, huh?
Yeah, exactly. He loves that shit. He knows what's in it. Motherfucker.
I haven't had McDonald's in like so long.
Nah,
I haven't had any of it.
10, 12 years.
That's
Easy.
been a long time for me too.
If not stopped, Iran could produce a nuclear weapon in a very short time. It could be a year, it could be within a few months.
They have the wherewithal, the stored up, preserved knowledge to make a bomb very quickly if they wanted to do it.
Iran is so dangerous. Weeks away from having the fissile material for an entire arsenal of nuclear bombs.
They're very close. They're 6 months away from being about 90% of having the enriched uranium for an atom bomb.
Iran is gearing up to produce 25 bombs, atomic bombs a year, 250 bombs in a decade.
Ladies and gentlemen, time is running out.
Iran will be capable of producing alone, without importing anything, nuclear bombs within 3 to 5 years.
If not stopped, Iran...
30 fucking years.
And 30 years later, they're still there 91%.
40. What was that last date on that?
95.
What's just as crazy is how long he's been in power.
Yeah.
So 30 years.
God damn.
And they keep pushing it and pushing
Keep doing
it.
it. They'll have nuclear bombs around the same time as the Artemis mission takes off.
Lebanon today, I read a thing about Lebanon pulling their embassy, emptying their embassy. I forget. It was in Iran, I think.
Where?
Lebanon, the Lebanon embassy. They emptied it out today. In the one in Iran. So I think
I'm surprised anybody that they have an embassy there for as much as those two fight.
I don't know, it's Lebanese embassy, if you type it in. They just emptied one of them out today on one of those countries that was close over there.
Oh yeah, listen. There's all people, diplomats are going home from the region.
Yeah.
Because when this kicks, they have no idea. Everybody's thinking, oh, it's just going to be Israel and the United States and Iran. No, it won't. No, it won't.
No. And funny thing, the coincidental thing is that they're both on that. What's that strait that runs through there? That all the international shipping goes.
Hormuz Strait.
Straits of Hormuz.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is, man.
Hormuz, yeah. Hormuz.
You have one side that's covered by Iran and one side that has some land covered by Israel. I think that they're trying to take over all the countries that have run through that so they can control all the shipping.
That's exactly what they want. They want from the Jordan to the Euphrates, man.
And I wouldn't doubt that they don't reroute that straight right through Syria or Palestine or whatever you want to call it. And they don't reroute that straight right through the country. So you'll have to pay a toll. So it's another money grab.
I didn't ever hear them reopening it after the last time they supposedly bombed that place. They closed it back then. That was part of the problem. Well, one of the reasons they went in to bomb them. But,
look at Andrew shows up. Biscuit Boy shows up about the time I'm getting ready to shut her down.
What happened, Andrew? You thought you were going to make biscuits.
I did. I already ate them all.
No video though.
No video of you tasting the biscuits.
I got too fucking high, and then
So what?
Taste the
biscuit. Taste the good.
Declare war on Mexico.
What proof do we have that you've actually done it? You could just be online saying it. This is like globe tactics.
Yeah, that's what
you
I'm saying.
feel the Earth spinning now.
Oh,
no, we're not at war with Mexico, but we did send Delta Force down to help out the fucking Mexican military, and it was our Delta Force that took out this El Mencho, which means the man. So they took out the man. And
how do you say D in Spanish?
I don't know.
D. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dimencho.
But see, they were supposed to make it look so that it would be Mexican forces did it, so that American tourists and shit down there wouldn't be a threat, right? So first thing old dumbass Cash Patel does is brag about our Delta Force taking out El Mencho. Oh, good job there, Mark, dude. You're about bright. I don't see him lasting very much longer. He's just like a stupid fucking frat boy that You see him in
I got a
the
question about-
locker room with that hockey team fucking partying and acting stupid. God.
Who, Cross-Eyed Cash? Or
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
Is the State of the Union actually worth going back and watching?
No.
No, you didn't miss anything. It's a lot of
might have
gloating.
been one of the worst ever, actually.
Yeah.
If that's
Longest
even
in
possible.
history. All he did was puff himself and lie and say that we got the best economy and the world is jealous of us and we're winning, and all the
So much winning.
usual nonsense that he says.
I mean,
It was
don't
a
you
mag.
feel the winning?
It was a MAGA rally. That's all it was. So if
Yeah.
you've seen one of those, you've seen it. You've seen the State of the Union.
Gotcha.
So
I
I
don't want to keep you guys, but
yeah, I'm gonna get off here myself. I gotta
I'm only
work in
gonna
the
say one
morning.
thing. I had to shut class down or lab down early today, like about a half an hour ago,
Why?
because one of the students I have is 18 and he cut his finger off with a bandsaw.
Oh, nice.
Oh man.
Oh, nice.
Sorry.
He now has the credentials to become a shop teacher.
Who was
He joined the Nub Club.
Yeah.
who was the guy from In Living Color? Was it the one that he was? Oh no, it wasn't. What was like
Handyman?
SNL? Yeah, SNL or something. The guy that would I forget. He would always the guy. He would he looked like he was burned and shit. He was like the shop teacher. I can't remember now. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know, but all I'm gonna say is, everyone, is if you don't know how to use a fucking power tool, ask someone.
Right. Dude, I saw this video today. This guy was standing on the wrong side of a fucking table saw, portable table
Oh
saw.
man.
And
Yeah.
he's pulling and he's pulling the wood this way, right? And that
What
fucking saw kicked over and the blade went right into his crotch, man.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't like those anyway. Their
That's how you become a
tendency to do
unit.
that.
Well, if you stand behind it, you're all right.
Right. I'm just saying.
But if you got all the now you just made the front the fulcrum point.
You suck it towards you.
Yep.
And that thing flips up backwards.
They make
Gotta
safety
go-
equipment for a reason,
Yeah.
Sometimes some people need it more than others.
See somebody run a piece the wrong way on a router and watch that fucking thing go flying across the room, piece of wood.
Use your fence guards, guys.
Yes, always. Always. Nothing wrong with it. Use a pusher stick.
Yep.
Use a pusher stick. It only takes a second. You start concentrating on that fucking material and you're not watching your fucking
Yeah. Or you want to do it real quick. It's like, I've done this a million times. It's just a small piece.
Yep.
Well, what's ironic about it, what happened, is I was actually talking about this job when I was in Iraq. We were building this, bulletproof, tank-proof type of chow hall. And one of the guys, I didn't see it happen, but I saw the aftermath. He was on a table saw and almost cut his hand entirely in half from like the index finger, like on the palm, and all the way down to. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they had to amputate all 4 fingers. But anyways, I was telling that little story, and 2 seconds later, James,
He does
my
it.
student, comes up behind me, and he's like, "What am I supposed to do?" I'm like, "Oh, fucking put pressure on it." Where's your fucking finger go?
Stop the bleeding. Put the wound above the heart. Put a tourniquet on that motherfucker. God damn. Yeah, people
Yeah, it
freak
was
out.
like weird timing.
Mm.
Then I had to shut down the lab.
Man, I'd say.
Anyways,
Yeah.
if you don't know how to use a power tool, don't fucking use it until someone shows you or ask someone. Just use basic common sense.
Well,
All right,
here's
that's
one
all I
for
had.
you. It was did you know that it was a woman that actually came up with the idea for a circular saw blade?
I
She
think
got
there's
the
a punchline
idea.
coming.
Yeah, no, for real. It was. She got the idea while she was spinning, using a spinning wheel. And she started thinking, it's like, well, with a saw blade, when you drag it back and forth, you're only doing a cut in one direction. The other direction's not doing any cutting. It's just putting the saw back into position. And so you get more efficient cutting with a blade that just keeps going around in a circle like that because it's always cutting. There's no back. See, she came up with that idea and pitched it to somebody, and somebody said, "Hey, that's a damn good idea. Let's try it." And they did, and it worked. And here we are. Of course,
Yeah,
they
they've been
probably had
using
that shit long before.
giant
Right.
blades, like for like trees and stuff. Just cut them
Oh,
right in half. Yeah, they've been using those for a long time.
yeah. I've seen blades, circular saw blades in California, up in Northern California, that is standing on its edge is as tall as a house.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's amazing. So and bigger, taller than a house. I mean, it's like Jesus Christ, I can only imagine the noise that fucking thing made. And you're going through one of those redwoods down there at the sawmill. You're going through this big,
big tree splitter.
fucking diameter trunk, cutting boards out of it with that circuit. Man, I bet you that son of a bitch was loud as shit.
Yeah, I've been to a few sawmills, old school sawmills.
Yeah, we got one right down here on the river. He still does shit and sells sawmill lumber.
Yeah,
there's one up in Seattle I went to. That's pretty cool. Went to a couple sawmills up there. They're pretty cool places to go if you've never been to one.
If people don't realize it, but a deli slicer is actually a circular saw.
Yep, sure is.
Yeah,
sure is. Real fine tooth blade, like one tooth. But yeah, that's some stuff. I'll tell you. You gotta, a lot of that though is you got to be really careful, like you were saying, Andrew. But time and experience, time and experience. The more time you've got on that machine, the more you know. Yeah,
now you know.
Now you know what it can do. You just jump up there not knowing what's this knob do. No, not a good idea.
One of the unfortunate things about some of these students that come into my class is they're only 18. They just graduated high school 6-7 months ago, and as I'm going over safety protocols and procedures, and then going over load calculations and shit like that, they're on their fucking phone the entire time. And I'm like, well, congratulations, James. That's what his name is. Yeah, you cut your fucking finger off. If you're gonna... And I feel bad for the guy, but at the same time, it's like you weren't paying attention when I was.
Well, he's the example now.
Yeah.
You see?
Yep.
He's the example. Now y'all want to be paying attention. We know what happened there last week with Nubby over here.
You're the reason they made safety meetings.
He should have started yelling, pork chop sandwiches, pork chop sandwiches.
So you go to you go to your safety meetings for where you work, and it's like, yeah, we all know this stuff, but somebody's gonna do it, right?
Oh, a real safety meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, we used to have safety meetings too. That was to go around the corner and smoke a bowl or something.
Oh, that kind of safety meeting.
Andrew Flex Turner has a question. He said, was it his phone hand?
Oh shit.
Oh.
Was it his scroll hand? It was his right hand, wasn't it?
No, it was his left hand. He was holding a piece of conduit, and he didn't have the guard down on the bandsaw.
Oh, dumbass.
He didn't. Yeah, and I showed him how to do it the proper way, but he didn't have the fucking guard down on it. And most if people are right-handed, they're going to typically hold their phone in their left hand so they can scroll with their right hand.
Yeah,
it was his left index finger gone.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. He'll have to get a stylus, I guess.
Prosthetic. Tell him to talk to Donnie. He's got a prosthetic ear. They can make him a prosthetic fingertip.
Should grow back.
Yeah, he should get some of the stem cells. That's what you need. All right, guys, I'm going to have to shut this down. I got to get up and work in the morning. Oh yeah, update on the books. Right on.
I got everybody's name so far that in the comment section from the last two videos.
Cool.
If you want one, if you want to be entered in the drawing for one, I should say, also comment in this video after the show's over, and I'll put you on. We'll probably do the drawing by the end of the week. So
they're great books. By the way,
I have one announcement real quick. Thank you very much, everyone, Dave. But on this coming Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to be hosting my 31st trivia, and it's going to be multi-streamed. Anyone can multi-stream it.
Oh shit!
And yeah, there's going to be a bunch of people. It's going to be.
You're going to be streaming on your channel, Andrew?
I have 17 subscribers, and I've never posted a video, so no.
All right. Well, where you going to be streaming it?
It's going to be on Alan's Space Audits, as well as a couple other channels as well.
All right, cool.
Yeah, because we shut down the tinfoil sombrero. That's
Oh, you did? I was wondering what happened to that.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys in a private conversation, but I'm not going to say it right now.
Right. Yeah, I'll have to get on that one.
And Skylar, Trebling Tribune, he's free again.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I was just wondering about him the other day. I was wondering, man, I wonder whatever happened, if he's getting close to getting out or what.
Yesterday.
Good, good.
Yeah. So
is he going to go back to streaming?
Yeah, absolutely. He's taking some time off, though. He needs to, bang his wife, spend time with the family, and eat some food, and look for a job.
Yeah.
So
all positive things.
Yeah.
Right on. All right.
Cheers,
Well,
guys. Have a great night.
Announcement.
Catch you guys next time.
Right on. Thank you, Andrew. D-Man and Cubby
Good to
Bear.
see you, man.
True View, if you're still out there. Thanks for coming up, everybody. We'll go longer on a night where I don't have to work the next day.
Oh, it's okay.
I do have
Yeah, it's fine by me. That's why I do the weekends better.
Yeah, same here. What Tuesday night's always been my night. So ever since the beginning, we've always had a Tuesday night show. So this was it. And we got to listen to Donald Trump lie to everybody. That was really cool.
Yeah, I could feel the winning. Hopefully I'm winning next time I'll talk to you guys. I'll tell you how much more I'm winning.
I want to go back to fucking losing if this is what winning feels like. Fuck that shit. All right, guys. Thank you all for showing up here tonight. Saw a lot of great people in the chat. I didn't do shout outs early in the show. Damn me. I damn myself. Okay. So as we always like to say, the Lord loves a working man. Don't never, ever, ever trust Whitey. See your doctor and get rid of his ass, because he'll probably kill you. And if you heard the shot, probably wasn't meant for you, but you'll want to duck anyways. I'll see you next time on Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind. Good night, everybody.